What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you're all doing well. Hopefully you're all hanging in there. I'm trying at least. And it seems that my stream would be forever cursed because of just shenanigans. So right before I go to stream today, I had everything set up ahead of time. Had the PlayStation 1 out, and I'm checking the video and the audio and everything else. And I had Parasite Eve running through on my PlayStation. And all of a sudden it starts acting really weird. I'm like, like the audio, like I noticed that the microphone graph starts picking up on what's going through. It's like, and it's muted, and it shouldn't be playing through anything. And it's spiking. I checked the recording that I was making at the time, checked quality, and it was really distorting. And I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on? Pull up the Go XLR Mini, and it just starts crashing and driver issues and everything else. And then Windows Defender pops up. And it says, yeah, we just found and blocked is the crazy backdoor attack on your computer. I'm like, whoa, okay. So checking out, not sure how it got on there, but it was in there. So I got it successfully quarantined out, did the full scan offline so it could go really deep before the major files from the OS completely load up, and got it completely quarantined and removed out. So, and it's really, really interesting to me because I only have OBS and the software for Go XLR and NVIDIA software installers. That's it for my computer. I don't have anything else on here other than a browser, and that's it. Because that's handling just the stream only. I don't have any other games installed. I haven't been downloading emulators or anything to it, so no idea how it got there. But regardless, last week, tried to stream Fox Hunt, and the only emulator that could really handle it at the time until right now, unfortunately, was Duckstation. You could play it from start to finish completely without any type of problems or issues. And unfortunately, that appears to no longer be the case as of the most recent build. So this week, got the original PlayStation out. I got it hooked up into the RetroTink 5X. Don't have the 4K yet because it's sold out. I'm kicking it up through a SCART cable. We'll be running it at 1080p, but I'm running the stream at 720p today. And debating about turning on all the special super secret sauce stuff or not. But we'll see. Because I mean, it's an FMV game on PlayStation. Kind of usually doesn't look that great to begin with. So we actually might be helping out by not using anything too crazy to help clean up the image even more, to be honest. But in the meantime here, let's go through and get this started up. I think I got everything we need to be. Listen to that classic BIOS. Going to flip over. We're going to get a lovely blue screen. Here we go. Sony, please pay attention. I will pay money to have that on my PS5. Charge me whatever you want. $100? Sure, whatever. Go. Just gimme. So I'm going to try to not talk too much over this, which I know is going to be probably an impossibility, but we'll see. Here's the disk drive. Here we go.
Langley, this here's eye in the sky. Your boy has flown the coop. If he's flown the coop, only foxes I see from up here are the long-legged showgirl kind. Langley, me and old JD gonna go and charge up the old expense account. Y'all copy?
I have to say, running on a real PS1, this looks super, super blurry. Oh my lord.
Is she a climber or a spinner? She a...
There are Belvin got me.
4.9 billion.
Created that turkey. It is where First Lady gets drunk, goes to state dinner dressed as showgirl. Oh, feather his Chinese ambassador in face. Almost start World War III.
Yeah, I'm thinking we have to turn on all the cool stuff here. This is, oof, this is rough.
Father's psychic. Breeze falls for school teacher but got amnesia. Can't remember she used to be stripper. Don't provoke.
Nice.
Nice shirt. Welcome, Dano. Right away. Missile set the launch in 36 hours, Bozo.
This is not exactly less stock for abort codes.
Oh, Vasily. 1972, height of Cold War. KGB set me up as big-time Hollywood producer to create television shows so bad, moral backbone of the United States would break. But Americans love it shows and soon Russians crave it same garbage, and Kremlin blamed me for destroying communism. Now I demand screen credit for all my shows, or else hidden Soviet nuclear missile set to launch in 36 hours will cancel Los Angeles in mid-season. And to prove I am not loyal capitalist, you will also pay $100 million cash for disc fit launch abort codes. Idiot! Moron!
Don't kill him. He still has disc.
On a small piece of land behind the railroad outhouses, Ling To Fung opens Fung University or Fung U. Ling, a master of Sisekido, the ancient art of hair pulling and slap fighting, must ward off attacks from vicious frontier morons.
Hey, you think you're so smart? Why do you screw up in your cycle? My horse just made number 2 in your hat, and I drew a goatee on this picture of your mama. Never mention mama.
And there we go. The lovely intro completed. Oh man, this is it's kind of rough, not gonna lie. Okay, here we go. So I checked the audio, seems fine. Turned on the special sauce, so to speak, for the stream because I have to say it looks, playing this on a real PS1, you forget even the most basic things on an emulator that it covers for, like VSync, because I'm seeing screen tearing left and right in this game, and just resolution upscales and everything. It's like, oh man, this game looks rough on the real thing. So let me go into options real quick. That's not really going to do anything. I think it looks a little bit kind of dark. See if this helps out just slightly. I'm trying to lighten it up. There we go. I can see that real time on stream when I went too far, so... Okay. And just double check some RetroTink settings real fast, because I'm using the SCART cables, so scale and crop, that should be hopefully okay. Let's see... Here it's fine, but... Let's go back to the main menu. And hopefully I'll play through again. Yeah, we're definitely going to want to smooth this one out, pretty sure. There's also some new experimental firmware for RetroTink 5X. I saw that was out on the Discord, so I'm going to try to do that after the stream, of course.
Langley, this here's eye in the sky. Your boy has flown the coop. If he's flown the coop,
There we go. That should
foxes I see
okay.
from up here are the long-legged show.
We are good. So let's start up the game. I'm going to maybe not talk as much. I don't know. It just depends. I mean, there's like full people have done Let's Plays of the entire thing, like no commentary. I think it was Nintendo Plays did that, I want to say, or long plays. But I tend to kind of ramble on with a lot of different facts and stuff because I am obsessed with this game. I just learned way too much about it, and I just found the history fascinating of how Capcom had put so much money and effort behind this game, and it just flopped horrifically. It was just the wrong time for this to come out.
Hi, Jackie. Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Pick up, pick up, pick up. Oops, I forgot. It's the first of the month. That means you're not answering the phone still. Jack, I want my stuff back. Hey, Biffy Whiffy, turn off that video camera. Ow, stop it some more.
Hey, Jack, freeloader. I'm at Fremont. I know you're there. I can hear you whimpering. Pay up, Mr. Fremont. Borrow it from your folks if you have to, because I'm gonna be in touch if your phone is still connected. Fremont's out there.
Jack, darling, which is nicer, your baby brother's new Mercedes or your sister's new Lexus? Anyway, I hope all is well. I love you. Call your mother.
You know, if they paid for watching reruns, our eldest son would be a millionaire. Hang up.
Oh man, the screen tearing is brutal.
He is an accountant from Las Vegas. Always believed he should be a World War I fighting.
But boss, he's blind.
Exactly, my friend. We are going to put him in an old car, shake tough, and make airplane noises. Once again, we will prove that all is not what it seems.
Boss, you're a genius.
Welcome, friends. Welcome. Fantasy is
I think that's the only one that plays right now. Nope. Get this one too.
All she left was this cheek. Without the murder weapon, we can't throw the book at her.
The gun is in her lingerie drawer.
We've searched everywhere. It's not there.
Aha! I knew it! Rotate that tape. 90 degrees clockwise.
I guess it's not what you think.
It's your point of view.
Got it! I gotta get a new TV.
I did. It's coming Wednesday. I'm excited for it. It's a 4K OLED. LG
My
was it
key.
C3 OLEDs. They have like the C4s I think coming out soon, but they're gonna be very expensive. And this one apparently is like pretty much almost on par with the C1s or CX1s that were very lauded for. Or very close to it, which I'm fine. I mean, basically the prices for it just dropped down around $400, so that really helped. But also my LCD television, my Vizio 1080p, which has 120 hertz. I actually paid extra for it back in the day to get that. So I've had that television for about 14 years and paid over $1,000 for it. So I think I got my money's worth. We head over to the kitchen. This is definitely a stream. If you watch on a cell phone, it's going to look so much better just because it's so small. It's hiding all the compression and some of the scan lines. Or actually not scan lines, but screen tearing. There we go.
May already be a winner. Collection agency. Tax returns 1988. Eviction notice. Whoops.
There we go.
I'm hungry!
Dude, that is like a classic retro fridge. What are you doing?
Now that's a knife. El Chocotero tacos. So good it'll save your life.
Okay, so go over here, then I can turn right and then get out of the apartment. Well, actually, I'll force a fight with what's-his-face. Here we go. It's also on a timer as well, so if you try to leave the apartment, Fred will pop up.
Jack
It's Fred.
Fremont?
Yeah, Freddy.
Your butt is mine.
Freddy? Fat Freddy Finkel from Walter J. Morris Junior High.
That's right, Fremont. Only now it's Frederick Finkel, see? AKA the Marauding Avenger.
Why did your shirt say SG then?
Oh, it's all my mom had left in the cupboard.
So you're a superhero now, huh? Are you in the Union?
You mock me? Oh, revenge is mine.
Alright, so you want to hit him mostly in the in-betweens, but of course this fight doesn't really matter. I say in-betweens is you can see him in between actions. Like if it's like a smear frame, or like right before he brings up his hands there. If you get an attack, you tend to land.
A Twinkie! See you, Fred. I got a date with destiny.
So I would love to see the coding for this, because these are things I've kind of figured out, and it seems to mostly work. So, but I have no verification behind it. You know, nothing to confirm that. Just too many years of playing this game since release.
Jack, you got a quarter for a cup of coffee? Sorry, gang, I'm all tapped out. How you gonna like the book?
14 frames a second. It's time for Destiny, TV's online game show extravaganza. Here's our first question for our players.
What do you say, King?
It's Destiny time.
So this still cracks me up. I mention it every single time I play this. Online gaming shows, interactive, live in 1996. This predicted it. It was far off future technology, but now we have things like this. I'm streaming on a platform that can do this.
Lard sandwich.
That's right! Tropical oil.
Man's a machine.
Who said, Mister, if I had legs, I'd kick your behind.
Barry Blake as Nubs Parker, episode 16 of License to Maim.
That's our boy.
That's right!
On the Nubs
What a moron.
License to Maim.
Moron.
Yeah, but he knows his TV.
Now, players, complete the rest of this TV moment. Jason, what'll we do?
Don't fret none, Ma. But Jason, they poisoned our water, killed our cattle, and burnt down the outhouse. Great pine. Bless you, scorched hide. Can't take away our pride. We're gonna stand and fight.
Once again, our leader
It's over, champ.
California. It's Two Kings, dude. Yeah. You're same time, same place on the net, dude. Next week for Destiny.
Buy you drink. Drink. Oh. Guess the kid can't hold his booze. Booze.
This part is actually in the movie that they made, but I think they cut like the second part where he doesn't fall the way and they shove him further. I'll have to check it out because I uploaded the full movie on YouTube in 4K. It's just a straight raw upscale, nothing special really. But I'd still love to get my hands on the original actual source. And things I say all the time, every single time I play this game, for anyone who's watching, if you do not do this next part, you will not get past disc 3, the last disc of the game. Like immediately, right off the bat, you have a scene where if you don't know this technique, if you haven't seen this in the game, then you die. You don't have to do anything when you get to it, but since Jack didn't see it, he doesn't know about it, they just come back, hit you, like they shoot you in the head, you're dead. After all that work, there's no way out of it. You can't easily get past it. You're done. So all the way back on disc 1 will kill you on disc 3.
So he says all you have to do is the fakey shaky and the ropes just fall off. He said that?
Yeah, you know. You put your right toe in, you put your right toe out. You know that one.
Oh, that one. Yeah. You're an idiot.
Wait till they get a load of me. Nuclear missiles, do's and don'ts.
Just a second. Right, here we go. My girlfriend went to see a concert tonight. It's a like a Philharmonic type deal, so she's like, yeah, I can't talk long there. But they're about to start. I'm like, just enjoy the music. It's fine, honey. I love you. Just it's okay. So let's see, in this, I think I have to hit select. Yeah, you need to save your own game in this. It does not auto-save or anything, and it takes up almost half your memory card, 6 blocks. I'll need to double check this, but I believe PlayStation memory cards held 15 blocks of data, and this will take up 6. So you can have 2 Fox Hunt memory saves. In order to do another one, I think you have to put in slot 2, and then combine them. I can't remember. I'm not something I'm going to mess with. All right, continue. If you're new to my stream, I apologize for the sudden stops here, but my girlfriend does take priority. And I've always told her that. She's sometimes been like, I don't want to interrupt you when you're streaming. I'm like, I don't care what I'm doing. It doesn't matter where I'm at. Like, I will stop and talk to you. Because I have determined that you are, or deemed that, yeah, you are worthy of that. Like, I'm not going to keep you waiting or anything else. She's the priority of my life. Just how it is and how it's going to be. Agent Allen and Ellen.
CIA credit card.
With no information or swipe on the back. Ooh.
Whew. Hard as a rock. Whole spy weapon.
You pick up so many different items in this game you can't really use. Like, you don't use that at all. And on the disc are a lot of paths that you also cannot get to as well. And I've made a YouTube video years ago about it. Just showing them off. I didn't like go into detail about it, but I just showed the recording straight off the disc. He looks amazing. He looks amazing, you guys. You have no idea. Because I keep her privacy secret. But, yeah, she's been working out and exercising and dieting, and it is showing. It really is. She just made my jaw drop, and I had to struggle to talk for a second. It's like, okay, form words. Yes, beautiful girlfriend. Me like. Wow. It's... Yeah, she sucked my breath away for a second. I had to, like, force that air out of my lungs to talk quickly because I'm streaming, like, ugh. But, yeah, she looks really good. She is... It's the thing she told me is that, like, she doesn't see it because... And I'm the same way, too, when I lost all the weight from my weight loss surgery, is that you don't see those changes as you go through them, but everybody else can. And it's noticeable. She looks really, really good.
I say he's bluffing. We can just call Washington and tell the director he's a jackpot.
This maniac also has new board codes to stop Los Angeles from becoming the world's largest barbecue pit. He wants his payback from his shows of the 70s, and now you want me to tell Langley that he's bluffing?
Woo! Hello, Jack. I'm the dealer.
I am the croupier.
And I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
We apologize for the circumstances, Jack. We're CIA. After the end of the Cold War, we've had cutbacks.
Serious cutbacks, Jack.
We need you to deliver a briefcase in exchange for a package. Now, if you do this, we will deposit $100,000 in your bank account.
Alan and Ellen will be your contacts.
It's also interesting they used room recording in here. They didn't do ADR for this for a good chunk of the game, really.
Our security and our identities. We don't need a spy, just a guy.
This is gonna be dangerous.
That sounds great, really. I can't believe my luck.
But if I wanted to be filled with lead, I'd continue to eat the paint off my bedroom walls.
We'll give you $500 in advance.
Cool. Sign me up.
Get Chauncey.
Thanks.
Word has it that 20 years ago, the Fox had a kid with one of those hot TV starlets. A girl. Wonder if she's cute.
Enter James Bond. Seriously, you played James Bond and on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Well, here is your CD-ROM reader.
One time
you probably
only.
Won't need it.
Already got one.
Not like this one, old boy. It'll play anything, including coded government discs from any country on Earth.
Cool.
MI5 has been looking for the wolf for over 30 years.
The wolf. I thought I was supposed to find the fox. Another cocktail?
Oh, yeah.
Wise guy amateur.
Yeah, there was like a slight pause there. There wasn't any frame drops or anything. I just changed the color value down to Rec 709 because my laptop is really throwing me off because the laptop is HDR.
I swear I'll never drink again.
You know, sometimes it looks a little weird. Like last night when I was doing Resident Evil, Separate Ways, the remake DLC, I changed the color values because I was thinking, okay, because I forgot that the laptop has HDR. I pulled the preview on it, and thought it looked good, and then I learned also my cell phone doesn't quite do colors right either, so the recording looked terrible because I messed with the color value. So I learned my lesson: just make sure it's Rec 709, and just don't mess with it. So I just made sure that it was back on that, and we're good. So you may have noticed a momentary pause. It's fine. Damn it, my girlfriend looks amazing. I said you see her, and then you see all the changes. You can tell that what she's doing is working. All right, back to the game. Restore. Nope, continue. There we go. Fox 53 looks older than 53. Kiev, Ukraine. Goes in JBG. Thank you. Just like to KGB, the Gru. Brews beer at home. Tropical fish. Estimated threat level alpha. Or is it he brews beer at home? Tropical fish. He brews tropical fish in beer, kind of like Tickbrau, the German beer in The Simpsons. And then they had Futurama. They had Red Tick beer, which is where they threw dogs in the beer vat, swimming around, and when the guy tastes it, needs more dog. So you can find out more information about the key players in the background, which isn't really presented in the game, which I think is kind of cool. It's very easy to miss, but you find out more information about them. I don't think there's any new audio recordings either. But we need to stop at the table.
Audio 3. Molly, audio 3.
Hi, Jackie. Are you there? Are you there? Are you...
Yeah, that one we've heard. So, if anyone's lurking, please let me know if the audio needs to be adjusted or anything. I'm hoping it's okay, but this game is a little bit hard to adjust for. Especially the music segments are blown out. So you may hear what sounds like blown out audio. It's literally the game is just recorded that way and compressed so big. Head over here. We're not going to leave just yet. Gotta turn. There's a certain pattern to the room on how you can get to certain areas. I wonder if anybody's diagrammed it out, but it's almost like a... It's kind of described, but I know it.
Bullet with my name on it.
That's it for there. Got the knife already. Need to head back over to the door. Easter egg. I'm gonna save here because we're gonna have some fun. There's 2 different ways you can die. Actually, yeah, so Freddy pops out again. We fight him, and then Frank shows up. So there's 2 different ways you can die when Frank shows up, and I'll show them off. Just need to save the game. At least he brought food. He brought chicken that was eating a banana.
No, I was lying in wait.
Fred, go away.
Not now, Fremont. You've lived past your expiration date.
A Twinkie!
That's what I haven't seen in a very long time.
Sugar!
Didn't hurt. That one hurt. The marauding Avenger will never surrender.
So it looks like he goes out the left window.
The marauding Avenger gracefully plummets to earth.
Floor, you idiot! Jeez, Fred, you ever quit?
He brought him up really quickly, I gotta say.
Who are you?
It's President George Bush.
Jack, you shouldn't have got involved. I know, I'm not gonna pummel you to death. That makes me feel a lot better. What I'm gonna do is fill you full of gaping holes. Yeah. It's just I brought the wrong gun! Will you just wait here for a minute?
Yoo-hoo! Who is it?
Who is it? Me, Frank. Open the door.
No!
Oh, Jack.
You run, but you can't hide, Jack.
All right, save. So if you do nothing or do something, something will happen. But what that will be up to you. Decisions. Here we go.
To jump or not to jump?
Let's see, that's left window. This is right window. Go for it.
He thinks he's an eagle! He thinks he's an eagle! He can't fly. Only Frank can fly. Oh, I love this job. I think I'll take the elevator.
I love that somebody steals, like the wallet's empty, so they just steal his blinds. That cracks me up. All right, let's try to kick his ass.
Jump or not to jump?
I'd say it went well.
Going down.
It is like a whole fade out, but the audio gets kind of annoying for my ears, and the bright screen kills my eyes. I'm light sensitive, so I just kind of skipped that. It does a Looney Tunes kind of like circular closure in, and then goes back to the screen with a slide whistle, I think, or something like that. It's a tune, like a tone, I should say. All right.
He thinks he's an eagle! He thinks he's an eagle!
Meet me at What a Trip. 11. $8 my place. Naked Pictionary.
Damn bloody nuisance, these undercover outfits and all.
Oh, look, I'm being followed.
Frank, he's such a disappointment.
Frank who?
Now, what we have here is a DNA verification tracker. Try not to break it. We've identified your target's DNA and matched it to a graphic display inside this helmet. His code name is the Fox. Now, non-matching targets will be in green. The Fox will be in red. And the faint flecks of red you see are similar DNA strands that I share with the Fox. Now, the Fox
Do you
is
share
always prided
strands of
himself
DNA
on
with the
being able
Fox?
to
Because
blend in with
everything
the
does
crowd.
on the planet.
Should separate him out nicely.
Almost everything on this planet shares about the same 98.9% DNA. It's just a very small variance to change what we are, which is pretty cool. Save. Now, last time I did this is where I found out, playing last week, that the emulator was no longer functioning right. As I mentioned, Duckstation is the only emulator that can play this from start to finish, or it used to be until the current version out right now at the date of the stream and recording, which is really unfortunate because every single one you chose, like if you followed the Fox correctly, it still instantly put you in a death screen, which is the screen we'll see in just a second, because I'll show it to you. Oh, not restore game. We don't need to restore game. Continue. We went left. We're going to turn right. We're going to turn right again. And we should be dead. Yep.
Hello, Jack. You know what Mr. Krabs says?
I'm going to kill you.
Feel good?
Feel good. So good. I can't wait. Ah.
That has to be one of my favorite death scenes in this entire game. What the fuck? I turned left. No. This is a real PlayStation. Oh my god. Did I discover a bug that if you save right over here that it basically will just trap you for a kill? That's the only explanation. I'm using a real PlayStation right now. Real game. It's the actual game copy, which sells online, last I looked, for over $250, which is insane. And a real PlayStation 1 controller. So real PlayStation 1, real game, real controller, hit left, died instantly. Yeah, bargain at twice the price. What's up, Hold Your Fire? Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. But, yeah, it's one of these games that just, I think people realized that it did sell very low and there was a low production number. So the price caught up. But for many years, you could buy this at super low prices. And it's only in the last 3 to 4 I've kind of noticed it just skyrocketed completely. But I think I may have found a bug. That's interesting. And disturbing at the same time, because that means I'd have to start over but skip a whole bunch of scenes, which won't take long to get back here, but it's the whole reason why I busted out the PS1 today. Yeah, okay, I'm boned. Great. New game! We're gonna speedrun this as quickly as we can. You'll be skipping scenes, it's gonna look all jerky-er than usual. It already looks grainy and whatnot, but... This is, and that's the funny thing is I've been playing this game for over 20 years, and I've never had it happen like this before, where it just decides that, okay, it doesn't matter if you hit the correct direction, that it's just going to say, no, you didn't, and just instantly kill you. Need to walk to the door, then turn around. Get over here. Get the knife. Oh yeah, so it was, I remember we would get the disc 2, and all of a sudden, like, we'd be playing blackjack against the bad guy, and suddenly it warped me down to the basement with the showgirls, and Frank's gloves just coming out through behind the curtains and killing me. I was like, what the world? And that's when, yeah, it was a fight to get past that part. And I had to, like, mostly skip the end, because you were right at the end of the disc 2 anyway, so you were just about to start up the whole, what is it? Yeah, go on the disc 3, so I just knew the code to get on the disc 3 anyway, so. Alright, need to get back to the door. Turn the wrong direction. There we go. Yes, this is what speedruns would look like in this game. Amazing.
So he says all you have to do is the fakey shaky and the ropes just fall off. He said that?
Yeah, you know, Put your right toe in, you put your right toe out. You know that one. Oh, that one, yeah. You're an idiot.
It's gonna be now. Ah, it's a croupier. No, Lisa, really? Wow, okay. I haven't seen Lisa pop up ever. I knew it was an option, but I've never seen that come up. It's usually one of the two CIA guys, a dealer or the croupier. And it's based upon like your speed and what you're seeing, what you're not seeing, things of that nature, and picking up. Okay, everything's gone out of there. Walk to the computer, turn left. Knock everything over.
I say he's bluffing.
Need to pick up the bullet on the table.
Paid bill.
Is it not going to give me the bullet now?
Collection agency.
There we go.
Bullet with my name on it.
Splat. You know, for posterity and all that. It skipped the second fight?
Who are you?
Wow, this is going very differently.
No, I'm not gonna pummel you to death.
So I don't know what window he went out. I'm gonna take a guess on the left. Because you fight him the second time, and then you see what window he jumps out. And the game skipped it. Well, it showed me the roof, so I should be okay. Nope, I'm dead.
He can't fly. Only Frank can fly.
They steal my blinds.
I think I'll take the elevator.
Yeah. It's always got to be something wrong. It's not one of my streams unless something goes really wrong. And that's usually what happens. And we're living it up today.
No, I'm not gonna pummel you. To jump.
Okay, I'm going to save here. Actually, I'm not going to save here. I'm just going to let it rock. Okay, we're good. It's working now. Where did all these people go?
nice face. Just a delivery boy. Amateur. You're up creek without a oar. And the outhouse is on fire. Don't fret none, Ma. But, Jason, they've poisoned our water, killed our cattle, and burnt down the outhouse with grape pollen. Bless his scorched hide. They can't take away our pride. We're gonna stand and fight. We're sure, Emerald. I like you. Trust no one. Fight Disc. You haven't got much time.
Got scratched because it landed the wrong side down. Can't stop the abort codes. LA gets nuked. There must be at least tens of dollars in here. I love the movie Once Upon a Time in Mexico because it shows accurately how much money would fit in briefcases and stuff. This guy gets paid off and it's like $10,000 and he just brings a small little giant character brings a small little lunchbox. It doesn't even fill that up.
Obvious.
Yeah, just put it in the freezer.
Who are you?
Why
Just
not?
thought I could help.
Okay, I'll wear the sheep, but you're not shaving my head. We're escaping.
So did that guy say anything to you, or... I mean, say you're
Jack, bring him up.
Jack, you look shocked.
No, I'm feeling pretty good, actually.
No, I mean really shocked.
Oh, that.
All right, save. So this is going to be a lot of fun playing it on the real deal because, yeah, I'm going to try to find the shortcut on the second floor. It's going to be rough.
Dr. Fine? Dr. Howard? Dr. Fine.
Chauncey.
I also have a Brooks converter for the PlayStation. Wingman PS2 works on PS1. Haven't tried it out yet, but like I said, I'm using actual real controller. It's working fine so far.
Discuss Nouvelle cuisine, but I figure you're here for a reason.
Quite right.
Doctor.
Oops.
Give me the news. Got a bad case of Lothario.
Jet powered, you know. Has small turbines installed behind the binding.
This will be very useful in Los Angeles.
Jack, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, a couple little bruises, but I'm okay.
Dr. Fosdick to urology.
Hey, super spy, I saw her first.
I'll get this wig from Shirley MacLaine. Fits too tight to a little snug, I think. Good evening, Mr. Fremont. How nice it is to finally meet you. Now, be good boy and give us disc.
Disc?
I'm gonna take a wild guess here that you're the bad guy.
So Jack's got a red band on, which means in United States healthcare at least that you're allergic to something, and pay attention. So what's he allergic to? Oh, that's right, he's allergic to carrots.
My ninja.
The game tells you that later. God, the screen tearing. Oh yeah. That movie, I saw it in the theaters when it came out, and I've not seen it since. It was not good, and you could tell all around it was... I don't think anybody really wanted to be in that. I barely remember anything about the movie, but it was... I just remember going, wow, this is not good. Beverly Hills Cop 1 is pretty good. 2 is my favorite. I 've 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 'ave 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 But 3 is just, I haven't bothered to watch it since I saw it, like I said, saw it when it came out in the theaters. There we go.
So, what's a guy gotta do to get a sponge bath around here, huh?
Alright, save. See if I can find the shortcut quickly. No guarantees. Nope. That was not it. Clearly. It might be the first one you come up at. The first turn, actually. I can never remember where the hell this thing is at, because I think the last couple times I've played this game have been on the emulator, and even then I wasn't sure if it was working right. Even on Duckstation. Nope, still dead. Okay. I mean, you can go down all the floors, but even I don't want to do that. As a fan of this game, I don't want to do that. That should tell you something. I'm just gonna keep trying them until I find it. And very dead. Okay. Still no. So I was turning right after the first T-junction. I'm going to take a left. So I think that's what I need to do. There's 3 sequences that take some time for me. It's this one, the snowboarding scene, and then the skydiving scene. Totally didn't rip off. Yeah, the shoot 'em up totally didn't rip off later at all. Nope. Left turn. You're a thud. Nope. Oh, there's a hair on the screen. Here we go. Remember to check the VOD and write this stuff down.
Would you just quit fooling around if you have the disc? Oh, wait. All of this is because of the disc?
Look, I think it'd just be safer if I just get you out of
And
here.
let's not forget they're after me too, okay? Let's have a look. I mean, give a listen.
No, really. Look.
Congratulations, my friend. But sorry, this is not exactly last stop for abort codes. You are about to do things and go places you never dreamed of. But
Las Vegas or Aspen?
Less than 24 hours remain. By the way, thanks for the cash.
Vegas. That's a good one. Potions are too strong for you, traveler.
Yeah. I went out.
drop off the disc. How am I supposed to trust you? We'll just pay you when it's over.
Fine. Where?
Florida Spy.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm getting out of this mess.
Oh, can we get the key first?
What key? Oh. Okay.
He cuffed you on the front, lady. You should be able to get out of that.
It's worth $100,000.
And I'm always shocked that this part does not get me copyright hit or DMCA or anything, or like anything at all. It doesn't say, hey, we're giving your ad revenue that you don't use or ever turn on to this artist.
It's okay, Jack. I'm not greedy. We're partners, right? Look, I'm only gonna ask 50 G's for this. You cash yours in for the other. No, Dan,
Oh, so it's LA. You can just murder people. No one flinches.
The hibbit of a hip hip hopper, you don't stop. Rock it out, baby, rubber to the boogity bang bang, the boogie to the boogity beat.
what just happened?
Also, that small device has a lot of great sound to it.
Hello? No more games, Fremont. From you or any of your so-called friends.
Got the car.
Hut 3.
May I help you? Frantic, sweaty, frightened men?
Yes. I need to send a package.
Ooh, Las Vegas. America's vacation getaway place. Bye-bye. Glad to hear too much.
Is it really?
Ooh, hula. Go! Go!
Hey, buddy. XIO is the code. All right, save your game or use the following password for disk 2. Insert disk 2 and reset. So we're going to save game. Oh, hello to you too. Hey, what's up, Keiko? Gonna take a little pet break here for the cat. Hi, how are you doing, my friend? She's been really weirded out today. I slept today like really, really long. I slept 15 hours. I had the last 2 weeks have been very, very busy at work. I've been doing a lot of overtime. My body was just said, enough, you gotta rest. So I went to sleep around midnight and just woke up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. So I had things I wanted to do today that did not get done, needless to say. So it's all going to get rushed into done tomorrow. So the cat was kind of concerned and she was checking on me and, you know, came up and tried to wake me up a couple different times. I remember that was going on, but she's been kind of hanging around me today, a little bit concerned. So I'm like, okay, so cats wouldn't cover me. They'd be banging on my door. Your cats wouldn't let you. They'd be banging on the door. Yeah, I leave my door open so she can come in. I know. Hang on just a second here. I need to use the restroom real quick, and we'll come back and start up disc 2. So I'll be right back in just one moment. So let's get this back on track. Hit any key to continue. Where's the any key on the PlayStation controller? Open the disc. Swap out for disc 2 of a 3-disc game that should have been 4 discs, but then they cut a lot of stuff, as I've explained multiple times before, and it actually shows up in the Fox Hunt movie. It's Jay, what's up? Is it the famous Twitch streamer? No, I'm sorry. This is not insert famous streamer here. I'm sorry. To restart, press any button except the power button. Oh my god. I actually had that came up at work a couple months ago. So I do IT for a children's hospital. And I said, okay, well, it came up and said press any key for whatever they're doing. So go ahead and just hit any key. Any key? Yeah, just take your hand and smash it onto the keyboard. I don't care. Or your face. Just hit any key. Okay, I'm looking at a black screen. I'm like, what the hell happened? Oh, I hit the power button. No, that's a button, not a key. Go get your helper monkey and put Bubbles on the phone, and we'll figure this out. Tell him I'll give him 2 bananas if you can figure this out without having me to help. That last part I wanted to say, but I did not. Yeah, that's what a famous Twitch streamer would say. Oh, crap. That's why I'm slumming it up with like 3 people. 3 awesome, amazing people. And reset. I really, really, really want to get a modded PS1. Unfortunately, they now cost over $1,000 because everyone has snatched them up, because the ones you can install the optical disc emulators on are super rare. It's like a very narrow window. You have to have a certain revision board of like 18 is the power board, I think, right? Or the motherboard. And those are all just snatched up and over $1,000. It's stupid. I really freaking hate it. So I'm hoping that somewhere along the line, someone makes up a ODE for the original PlayStation that can run on any revision. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm actually getting a PS2 through where I work. I told him I was going to make a donation for it, and we're working out how to get that arranged up for the actual department I'll be buying it. Yeah, I really wanted to get an ODE for the PS1 because I have a crappy laser in one of them. I have 2 PlayStation 1s. One is working right now. This is what I'm using. And then the other one is, it's got like a shitty replacement in there. And it's a cheap Chinese knockoff which barely functions, still has problems. It really sucks. So you have a PS2, which can do unoriginal discs, right? Your special memory card boots a homebrew. So you have like, sounds like you probably have free McBoot. So the other day, like months ago at work, I was in this one storage area and I spotted in a container a PlayStation 2. It's a fat PlayStation 2 and a Sega Dreamcast. I'm like, oh my god, these things have not been plugged in and used for at least, a good 23 years or so. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I started asking around about it, like, hey, these things have not been plugged in. No one knew that they were back here. I just happened to spot them because I'm a retro gamer. I'm like, I would like to make a sizable donation for these 2 items. And they didn't know who, like, if that'd be possible or who it would go to. And like, wait, we don't use this anymore? I'm like, we have a Wii U plugged in upstairs. It's modded because there's a whole lot of games on there that shouldn't be able to fit on a Wii U. And it's, I checked into it. It is modded. So, yeah. So what I want to do is, like I said, they're working on, I talked to the clinic director boss, and he laughed. He's like, it's perfectly fine. We're going to set it up so that way when you make your donation, it goes to that department's funds for their budget. So I'm like, perfect. That's exactly what I want to have happen. Not just go to, Shrine, like to the hospital facility there, for the support centers and all that stuff here, which is still underneath the group for where we work, but go to say like, hey, this was this department's like PlayStation 2 and Dreamcast. I wanted to go into their budget. So they're getting that set up. Hopefully this week or maybe next week we'll get that ironed out. I don't want to pester them about it and stuff because we have a lot of stuff going on. But even if the drive doesn't work on the PS2, it's a fat model, which means you can mod it. You can mod it for a hard drive, optical disc emulator, get it all set. And that's what I'm really looking for. So I'm like, yes. I already have 2 Dreamcasts, so a third would just be extra parts, which is good because I've had to use some already. So yeah, you never know what you're going to find. Just got to keep your eyes open. PS2s are also getting way up there as well. So let's get on with enough of my stories about crazy finds at work and get on with the game, yeah? All right, so start disc 2. Definitely not stock footage of Circus to Circus. I've been to Circus before. They used to have a killer arcade there 35 years ago. Probably not now.
I'll be back.
Why did we stay at Circus? Well, it was cheap, and my parents knew I fucking hated clowns. Sadly, laser doesn't work anymore. Pretty sure I had it for 2 weeks, then it wouldn't properly read discs anymore. Yeah, if it's a fat, you can still convert it. So I'd hold on to it if it's the bigger fat models. They're easier to mod.
5 minutes after you enter, so make it fast.
You can do it with the slim models, but I know the ones are like the fat models are easier to do, from what I've heard. It's all about SeaWorld and Luxor. Ooh, yeah. So Circus was cheaper. Still decent, you know, for a Vegas hotel and all the features, but they had a pretty damn good arcade. And it was like this entire floor is just wall-to-wall arcade machines. I was like, oh my god, this is where I want to be. Let's see, save game. I have not been to Vegas in many decades. Continue.
Jack Fremont, town scout. Yeah, I'm casting a $100 million movie about showgirls. Interesting.
It's called Showgirls. It's got some girl from Saved by the Bell. I think her career is gonna go places after this movie.
Yeah, I'm shooting a movie about
sex scenes are gonna look like she's having a full mal seizure. It's gonna be
Canada.
frightening as hell.
Money.
The old question, has she ever had an orgasm in her life? Does she know what that is? But we can only afford to do 1 take, so we're not going to redo it. Okay, so it's not block. It's not punch.
You can't hurt me. Or maybe you can.
Okay, so it's immediately blocked. No, I'm dead. What the hell? Fuck! Why? It used to be block would take care of all the girls. Maybe I'm just getting the wrong timing. I think I have to wait for her to attack before... Yeah, I have to wait for her to attack.
You go, girl.
There we go.
Hot.
Continue. I'm not sure if I hit the skip button if it skips the next intro scene or not. Been to Vegas in 97, 2005, 9, 12, and 17. Say it's changed a lot would be an understatement. Pretty much like every year, it changes radically from what I've heard and people who live up there. Constantly knocking down buildings, put up new ones, and... Nice, what in the... Wow, there was like no chill between that one. Okay. Block's not working.
Ow! Stop moving.
And I'm dead. So how that would kill me, I don't know, but yeah, there was no wind up into that girl. It just went whoop right into it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, block's not working.
Stop moving.
Dead, what the hell? It used to be block on everything for these fights. So let's try punching, I guess. Nope.
That really hurt.
Stop moving.
It's absolutely Zangief. You're like, it looks like two turtles. I'm like, no, it's Zangief. People are like watching or checking the VOD later. What the hell are they talking about? It's something I retweeted. There was a picture of some person's cat, and it's like, if it looks like, if you see two turtles, then you're a left-brained person. If you see two zebras, then you're right-brained. And somebody tweeted out correctly, it looks like Zangief. Or Zangief, which nobody says. All right, let's try kick now. Nope.
Ah. Ow. Stop moving.
Zangief.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Okay, I'm going to try just restoring from the code. Because I'm not sure what the hell happened. Like I say, it's punch, kick, and block were not working. And normally you can just like jam straight off on block and you'll take care of them right away. Or if you catch them in the middle of a move or frame animation, as they're like transitioning or moving to do something like intercept or counter them, then that will work. Nothing is working on this last girl. And it skipped her introduction scene. I think she has an introduction scene still. So it's really weird. So I'm going to put in the code and try just from that. I remember playing this on a television where it was starting to die. and everything was getting super blurry. So it was like, God help you if you couldn't try to figure out how to write down or see exactly what this code was at the time. Oh, it was brutal. Okay, so jamming block will not work. So it sounds like I have to intercept.
You missed. Hot.
Rightfully deserved.
Feather.
Nope, so you cannot jam on block. Can't rush in with a punch. I don't know if kick is working or not. Game's acting really weird. Remember, this is the real, actual thing. Okay, so that worked. So kicks were okay there.
Yeah. Ow. Stop moving.
Hey, what's up, true sister? And dead. What the fuck? Why are you like this game? Why?
Gilligan and Ginger.
Okay, now kick's working here. That was a kick. This is what's supposed to be happening. What in the world? Why? Explain.
Fred and Ginger.
Did it just not like it because I continued straight forward and didn't load? Or... And I win. Okay. Weird.
Oh, God.
And then there was a forced showgirl that was a deleted scene. Where he kills her with his bad breath.
Suspect second disc in Colorado ski hut. Stop all CIA.
Should have an FMV heavy Street Fighter movie? There is. It's on the Sega Saturn. I've played it before on stream. And you better believe that that bad boy got just really hit hard.
Where are we going?
By Capcom and everybody.
Colorado.
I had to remove it. It got like struck on Twitch and on YouTube. But you basically play through the animated film. You play through Street Fighter 2, the animated movie, and you take pictures of it. No, it's not that one. I do like that one, though. Unironically, I do like Street Fighter, the movie, the game, arcade. Because they have Street Fighter, the movie, the game, for home consoles for the Saturn and PlayStation, but they changed it to Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, pretty close to it. I like the arcade broken jank version. I think that's so much fun, and a lot of people slept on it back in the day, and only in the last couple of years have they kind of woken up and gone, wait, this is a fun broken game. Should be an FMV fighter based on Future Cops. I'm saying that there should be an FMV game based on Rock Cop. Or cop rock. There we go. Put down the right word. Cop rock. If you don't know what cop rock is, your life has been lived much better than mine. I think Max prefers the arcade one too. Probably. It is a lot of fun. You can cancel moves into moves repeatedly. Akuma, if you time it right, has an infinite with just his roundhouse hurricane kick. Yeah, I tried to get that to work, and unfortunately it didn't. Like, I tried to get Joy to Key to work with it, and it just would not run. It wouldn't work right. I could not get the buttons to reassign for anything, and the developer actually reached out to me. He saw a stream where I was trying to do it, and it just wouldn't work, and he commented to me, he's like, oh yeah, even I had problems with the controls. I'm like, dude, fucking fix it then. If you're the one who's like making all these updates and changes, then fix it. He didn't. So yeah, as soon as I can get that to work with, like, or a version of Joy to Key to work with it, then by all means, I would love to. Because I got excited when I saw I had that update, and I'm like, hell yeah! Because I love Dong Dong Never Dies. That's a great game. I've streamed it before, but yeah, I just can't get the new one to work with Joy to Key or Joy to Key to recognize it or anything. It's bizarre. 6 Hour Express. Save the money. But Street Fighter the movie arcade is a arcade game that I want to personally own.
Hello, crazy, wild-eyed, compulsive gambler-looking dude.
You look familiar.
I'm a member of many 12-step programs.
Well, seriously, it's like they did.
You must be Mr.
Speaking of Timothy Dalton in this game,
yeah, I'm going to Colorado.
they did a game for the Jaguar CD, which was abandoned and then later picked up and finished, called American Hero. And I bought that on release, and I was really excited to stream it, and the game's fucking broken. And they made a comment like, oh yeah, we didn't fix anything here about like the routes, and a lot of these things will just end up in dead-end loops where you can't progress, just start over. I'm like, no, fucking fix it. If you're going to take the time to reprogram everything to make it into a competent game, then fix the game. Don't intentionally leave in routes that you know are going to cycle into each other and just kill you repeatedly. It's like you're not preserving a game, you're saving something broken. It's like if I were like I would love Jaguar. Let's see here. So disc. So we need to go to Hut 3 is where we need to go to. Jaguar. Yes, it's Jaguar or Jaguar. It just doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. Is it Z or Z? Who cares? I'm an American. I talk fast. I say Z. That's an insult. Really? Why? Never mind. So anyway, yes. I don't like it when people preserve stuff. I would love to port this game to the Saturn. I would. With everything that's been going on with Homebrew, I would love to port this game to the Sega Saturn. I have no idea how to do that. But I found a bug tonight, well, apparently, that can happen if you save at a certain time. So, if I were to port this to the Saturn, would I leave that bug in there? No, I would take it out. Because it's a bug, and you know it's a problem. Get rid of it. That's my thinking on it here, and then some devs, they just don't care. They're like, whatever, we got this. People who like FMV games will give us money. Fuck them. All right, where is Hut 3? To the left. Yes, common sense is not common, as my worldly travels have taught me. To the right.
Ski hot.
Oh, sorry, I had to stretch. Alright, so this is the annoying part where it can sometimes go on way too long. And you can die. Oh, good lord, that's insane. Is that like the people who are decompiling it for PC? I remember there was a version of that, I think, or at least, yeah, it was Ocarina of Time. They decompiled it for PC. Yeah, I didn't realize they're putting all the bugs and glitches and stuff in there. Okay, yeah, because I remember trying it when they first released it. But I'm sure it's been updated all the way. Ship, yeah, it was ship with something. You got it.
Lady, I got one word for you.
Controversial opinion, I didn't like Majora's Mask. I think it's a highly overrated game.
I want you to find out.
Because I'm a cranky old man, my opinions mean more and are correct. Okay, so we got slums to do. Why did it kill me? Love how certain N64 games look so much better on other systems. Nintendo hates doing that, true. But what I find really funny is people who crap on Nintendo 64 and say, these are graphics that haven't held up. They have. Play it on a CRT, or play it on a RetroTink 5X or the 4K, and turn on scanlines. Replicate a CRT, and you're going to find real quick that those graphics are actually pretty damn good. However, if you plug it in and look at your screen or don't do anything with it, it's going to look pretty bad. Like Fox Hunt here looks rough. Scanlines help it look better, but not by a lot. But N64 games really look better with good scanlines on a CRT or something that can replicate it. Yeah, but Nintendo is basically the philosophy of, fuck you, we don't care. They hate their fans. Save game. I mean, it's the same reason why they didn't know what online way is. It's still a mess for their Nintendo Online, for the Switch Online. They are intentionally using cell phone processors, which literally the Switch is running on a cell phone processor from 2013. Their new Switch 2, as it's rumored right now, the specs have come out for it, and now they've upgraded to a car processor, like a automobile processor from 2016, which is an upgrade from the Switch, but it's still massively underpowered the current generation. They don't care because it's dirt cheap to them, and they'll make money day one, hand over fist. They're not going to catch up to Sony or Nintendo. They don't care because they know that they could tell everyone that the Nintendo, like the Switch 2, every single time you play it will kill a baby, and people will justify it by going, well, you never know, that baby could have grown up to be the next Hitler. So I play it 3 times every day to kill 3 children. They don't care. They do not care. They will buy it and play it no matter what because it says Nintendo. That's the whole reason why Nintendo keeps making money. They don't care at all. They will never care. It's just who they are. And Nintendo's been involved in scummy practices all the way since the Super Nintendo anyway. NES in the States was, I mean, famous for lawsuits and everything else that got them to knock it off with the antitrust lawsuits and whatnot. But the Super Nintendo was super scummy for how the Famicom came out in Japan. They had over 1 million pre-orders, like 1.1 million pre-orders. They had everything laid out. They had every single one of those units manufactured, and they intentionally released out 100,000 units on release day, and then another 100,000 each month after. Why? Because people would get pissed off and they would complain, and you'd have news stories about how they couldn't keep it on the shelves and it was flying off and it's such high demand. They artificially created this. They did this shit the same years later with the Wii, and they did it again with the Nintendo Switch. Yes, we're ignoring World War II. Just ignore that time period. Nothing happens. Everybody was great. China and Korea absolutely loved Japan during those time periods. Everyone's happy. What are you talking about? Don't be crazy. Everything was honky-dory. There's a video of you winning a medal if you do this perfectly, and I think it might show up on PC, but I've never had it here on console. Now we're fine. So apparently, it's in my Easter eggs video I have up on YouTube that will show you, like, everyone crowds around, you get this medal, hangs off your neck, which actually comes back in play later on. But if that branch were to be filmed, once again, I can't get the PC version working right. You need to have a Windows 98 or an XP. And I have the XP disk. I've tried different ways to emulate it, like virtual device, and I can't get it to work right. It's like the game runs super choppy. It doesn't run correctly. Audio's a problem. People are like, just use just use DOSBox. Well, the problem is that this game is also a CD-based game. So you have to tell the virtual drive to point to the real physical drive. It doesn't work like that. So I have the PC version I'd love to try because there's a simulation mode. There's normal mode and simulation mode on it. So I'd love to try it to see if it actually goes to those branching paths you can't get to on the PlayStation and see if they work. But unfortunately, I'm stuck currently. Yeah, these were banned in the Olympics, by the way. Too many deaths. Alright, here we go. I think I missed. Yep. Shit. It's not going well. I hate this part. The segment also tends to go on way too long. Shit, just missed it. You can only take 3 hits and you die. Fuck. Well, biathlon is just Swedish drive-by, really. You're skiing along, cross-country skiing. I think it was Robin Williams like, Sven, grab the TV! Pop and just starts shooting, skiing away. I can't blame emulation for this, although emulators can sometimes get you trapped. Shit, I'm dead. Emulation can get you trapped in here in this never-ending segment, but this lasts way too long. Okay, I just heard the disc spin. I'm like, oh, thank God. Yeah, Robin Williams was incredibly high during that entire thing. Alright, let's see what happens here. Does Lisa kill me or not?
You can't talk.
Nope, we're good.
Snowboarders? You gave bad directions to the snowboarders. You thumb wrestle with the snowboarders.
Snowboarders are trying to kill me.
Oh, maybe it's later after the Rob Lowe thing she kills you. It's Sublime before they got popular. What the hell is leveling? These people don't know. Taking Back Sunday or playing Coachella. They'll let anybody play Coachella, really.
Yeah, faster.
Yeah, famous actor. This is my favorite part of the entire game. Because, why? Because I show this off every time I get to this part. It still cracks me the hell up that a Hollywood movie would later reference this in a way. You didn't have a whole bunch of Rob Lowe's, but I digress. Oh, good. You get to listen to more blown up bass. My bad.
Yeah, faster. Ooh, you're real good. Buffett. Gone Buffett. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Says the airlines have cut back on service. Honey, I want this nail buffed to a gloss, a high gloss like a mirror. Edison. Jack Fremont. Edison Pettibone. Oh, man, I've seen every single one of your infomercials. The incredible Omnipitool. Mixes paint, cleans fish. Removes unsightly moles, spays and neuters your pet, makes mountains of julienne fries. The
Keeps the neighbor's kids off your lawn.
In your household? Thank you, I'm very flattered. The Omnipitool was my first million seller. Came out in 1979, December 9th. UBC, 1 minute spot on episode number 16 of Dom in the Dorm. Or Jack. I'm impressed. But if you act now, you'll put an unsightly wrinkle in my master plan. Everybody's got an agenda. But that's not all. I like to think of these as nuclear accidents for fun and profit. Most of these other so-called commercial hosts, they sit back in Los Angeles, they hog their pathetic wares, but when this missile hits, Mr. Bad Sweater Guy, you're toast. That little bald chick and all of her minions, well, they won't have any weight problems anymore. They'll all be able to fit in one
Old Susan Powers. She lied about her story about losing weight. It was her sister. Her identical sister. Lost a whole bunch of weight, and she posted, I was like, oh no, I lost all that weight using my miracle diet and exercise program. Nope.
With Los Angeles gone, a secret satellite
referential jokes
commercials all over the world to every country. Omnipitols and more, from Algeria to Zaire. I will remake the world in my own perfect
Yeah, her infomercials were everywhere for about a good year or two, and then the truth came out, and boom, done overnight.
So you see, Jack, I can't let you aboard this launch. Excuse me, your dementedness. But, who's gonna stop me? Every king has his court.
Now we all look like our king. Viva Pettibone!
It's right next to Tanzania.
Once was Crossed-Eater.
Not Tanzania.
Much food,
Tanzania.
No women in my right. Now, big, tall, handsome, get lots of chicks. This man, he gave me back my inner child, man.
Even though I no longer have my breasts, I love my life, and I'm currently dating myself.
I used to be a skinhead. Now I'm an head. He's the center of my emotional existence.
Yeah, I screwed it up again.
Every king has his court.
I can't believe they got him really on top of an airplane for that shot right there. That's impressive. I am amazed. That is some dedication right there to the craft. They definitely didn't shoot it on the ground aiming the camera upward. That would be a cheat. This game doesn't do that. They spent a lot of money getting this all done and getting Rob Lowe, mostly. I would imagine. But of course, he was pretty much a has-been at that point. His career revival would not come until years later.
There's a gun in your jacket pocket. Chauncey!
Oh, great. Here we go, the anvils. I hate these.
God!
I have no idea if it's shooting Frank does anything or not.
La la la.
If you miss an anvil, then you're dead. It's an instant kill. There we go. Or keep in mind you're also free falling, but it shouldn't matter because you're at terminal velocity anyway. And we should have smashed into the ground minutes ago. But I'm okay. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see if Lisa kills me or not. She shouldn't, but I've seen it glitch here before, but this is, once again, real PlayStation.
Jack! It's good to see you too. We need to get out of here.
Thought you'd be killed.
Okay, we're good. If you have the wrong disc, she says, that's the wrong disc, and you're like, what? And then she kills you, kind of ruining the surprise for later. So, with that out of the way here, we're going to take a quick little diversion. Get this up full screen. So this is from a lovely movie called Shoot 'Em Up, starring Clive Owen and a couple other people. I recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It is very Looney Tunes-like, for a very good reason, because that's actually the inspiration for it is Looney Tunes. All right, let's go to desktop. Yes, so that should be good. Check the audio. Hopefully okay. Let's see what this is playing at. Yeah, it might be a little too loud. So yeah, this came out in 2007. I just want to remind everybody about. Make sure this comes up on stream right. Waiting for my cell phone replay to pop up there. Come on. Good God, I have a huge delay. All right, here we go. So yeah, this might look a little kind of familiar in concept. Skydiving shooting scene, killing bad guys while you fall to Earth. Wonder where they possibly got the idea for this. Also, gravity affects the gun too. Falls faster. That actually would be fatal. The odds of you being able to cut out of the parachute would be very, very close. But what I do love is that the end of the scene actually has all the bodies on the ground that fell to Earth just like splatted everywhere. It's like, because that's pretty much what would have happened. But yeah, it's like, huh, weird. I wonder where they got the inspiration from to make a scene like that. So more Looney Tunes back in action. I've never seen that. Possibly, I really couldn't talk. But seriously, like Clive Owen's character is based off of Bugs Bunny, and that he likes to chew a lot of carrots, and he has these crazy contraptions he can build and get out of danger and everything in a split second. It's a dumb, fun movie. If you've never seen Shoot 'em Up, I recommend it. It's a good, stupid action movie. But yeah, that I remember seeing that whole scene play out. I'm thinking, oh my God, did they really? Some guy played through Fox Hunt, got to disc 2, and said, that's a good idea. How can we make it more action-oriented and crazier and bloodier and just have more fun with it? And that's the answer. All right, let's get back to the game. Let's turn off desktop there. And let's go. I did like it, though, when Clive got nicked in the shoulder and that he drops his gun and the gun falls like he wasn't even skydiving, just straight down. It's like, okay. Same deal. My money should be in Vegas. Oh, the guy just goes to the security and... Nope. Okay, so they're stealing my money. Weird. They didn't give me the option to afford it at all, so... This is how you avoid going broke. But I've seen weirder things already in this playthrough, so who knows. So we're gonna get treated like dirt, most likely, at the casino.
Man, thank you. My baby daughter should
Yep.
inherit that free.
Hey,
I'll bet.
I gotta tell you how
Yeah,
nice
we're gonna be
you
treated like
Give me
crap.
some information. That's nice. I need hemorrhoid surgery and a divorce.
'Cause if you have all your money, he just starts treating like... It's like, kick Frank Sinatra out of the penthouse. We're putting you up in there. I don't care. It's Nicolas Cage. Not really.
Hey, Chauncey.
I ain't no Chauncey.
Evening, old boy. I'm sorry about what happened that last time, Jack. But the clue is it's still somewhere down there.
Great. But now they're armed with machine guns, right?
Now remember,
Yeah, could be.
they'll only have 5 minutes down there.
Okay, old timer. Let's go. I got a show to do. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Coming, King. I hate this undercover work.
Yeah, I really wonder why Disc 2 here doesn't give you the option to forward your money when you go to Aspen. So I don't even remember seeing a scene on the discs that would let you do that. Like running in with your snow gear. Maybe there is. Maybe I'm completely forgetting it, which could entirely be a thing, but another thing I would fix if I were to port this to Saturn. Of course, which I have no ability to do, time or energy. So yeah. I look at that, it's Lisa.
Oh, I miss you worked in Vegas.
So it's weird, I've never had the Vegas or the Lisa route here before. Until now. Because you have to meet in a crazy deadline to do it for time, apparently. You have to skip a lot of stuff.
Nothing. Yeah.
Oh my God, was that Keanu Reeves? I was so taken out of this. I seriously thought it was him. And not Johnny Cage.
God, I love this job. Cool spy knife.
It's just called the butterfly knife. God, somebody left their cocaine there. Clean it up. Make it tidier for the next person who comes to use the station. Left deck.
Get in there. Get in there. Get in here.
Oh, come on, Jack. It's not that bad.
Mr. Fremont, thanks for dropping in.
You abducted by some beautiful women?
Who does your decorating?
Terrible.
Please don't struggle, or Alan will have to shoot you in the head. What's going on here? Well, since you're going to die anyway, I guess there's no harm in spilling the coins. Jack, you're about to see the prime source of income for the CIA since Washington cut our funding. We've been skimming off these slot machines for years.
Torture thing.
Up above you is Mrs. Fleckner. She's been gambling for 36 hours straight.
Yes, except for nobody is getting smashed for cheating. If that's the scene we're talking about, or
200 million, Nick.
there's a lot of interesting kills and tortures in Casino. Yeah, the two guys that caught cheating.
Look up above you, Mr.
You can leave with your cash or your fingers. You don't get both.
The heat alone will burn right through your fragile little hands. Buried alive in money.
And there was one where he,
I wouldn't give a plug nickel
the head in the vice. Oh, the opening scene where they're skimming. Yeah, that too.
Bye, Jack. Bye, Jack.
I was trying to think, it's like, there's so much Casino. It's like, jeez. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Stop gambling! Play!
Why don't you just go upstairs and call the
If you don't have the DVD book or the taco, you die
For the
here.
last time, it's not gonna pay off.
I think it's ready. I can feel it.
I tell you what, they're having a 49-cent special at the buffet.
49 cent? Holy crap, 49 cent special at the buffet? That's crazy.
What?
That's one thing I remember about Las Vegas. They used to have killer buffets. Didn't matter where you went. They'd be pretty cheap and some pretty damn good food. Yeah, my acting resume has this part from FMV video game that bombed horribly. I was excited husband, and I stuck out my tongue.
To coin a phrase. Keep the change.
Silly boy.
People walking back and forth. Why is that man getting naked? Don't look, honey. Hold on a second. I gotta take some pain pills. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here like going, oh God, why do I hurt? And then I forgot I have to take them because I'm the world's worst chronic opioid user who has to use it for pain. I forget. As dumb as that sounds, I still do. Just a second. It's right here in the room. All right. Here we go. My bad. I'm back. And vodka. It's actually not too bad stuff. I have no idea what the hell it's called. Barstool Sports New Amsterdam Pink Whitney New Amsterdam Pink Lemonade. It's vodka pink lemonade. It's not too bad. Does not taste like rubbing alcohol smells. Therefore, it makes it decent. All right, let's get back to the game.
Where have you been?
Busy trying not to get killed.
Mostly yes, but then at the same time, I'm also opioid resistant, so most things that would kill me have not and will not.
By the way, he's the one who's been trying.
And yes, my pain doctor is
No, he
aware.
won't try anything in public. Trust me.
Why should I trust you?
I can modify the angle of the casino cameras to...
She actually asked me about an upcoming surgery she has to have that I had last year on my hip. I was like, let me tell you, it's gonna suck. I'm not gonna lie to you here. It's like, it's gonna be the worst surgery you ever recover from. But at the same time, when you heal up after 3 to 4 months, you will be happy you had it done.
We'll put it on your tab.
She's like, that's not what I wanted to hear. I'm like, I know, but I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Here. Buy yourself something nice.
Look at that. Arms smuggler. A terrorist? No. An arms smuggler's a player who holds a card up his sleeve. So a capper sneaks another chip on top of his bet when he's got a good hand.
Okay, now all bets up. Let's go.
What does that have to do with this entire scene that plays out? Nothing. But we just filmed it and felt we had to put that in here. There's also some other commercial or, was it television parody scenes that they filmed that never made it onto the disc. Like the proctologist, frontier proctologist guy who's doing rectal exams with a Freddy Krueger claw. Yeah, that one didn't make it onto the game. It's on the disc. It did not make it into the game.
Okay, now all bets up. Let's go. This is 9. 2. Give me a bullet. Give me a bullet. Okay, there's 3 down. Bullet card? Okay, 16. You're gone.
Tempted to calculate what capping would do to your edge. Go to a casino and try it.
There were millions, Mr. Fremont, and sign here.
No, I will not bail you out.
Minimum bet, 10,000. No limit. Are you ready, gentlemen? There's choice.
Oh, great wizard of odds.
Right or left, sir?
Choose both. Be a man. Left deck. This is where... Well, it's funny because she's actually a Playboy... She was a Playboy model at the time of this game.
Got a hunch. Is that a bunch?
16.
But yeah, this is where in the emulated runs, we'd get to this point and then all of a sudden just instantly... just cut in the middle here and just kill me instantly.
Could you use a card, sir?
Yes, Playmate is the correct vernacular.
Thanks.
Just right. You win. I win.
I think Playboy recently shut down. Where for a while they're like, we're gonna get rid of all our nude models, and men really do read these for the articles, and then they put them back in, and then it was too late.
Stop. stall.
Sir?
Indecision marks the measure of a man, Jack.
Well, at least we're playing blackjack, and we're not doing Texas Hold'em. When that became really popular and James Bond switched from some crazy game, Baccarat,
You know,
that he used to play that I have no idea how to play. Nobody knows how to play.
Make up your mind, Fremont.
The Texas Hold'em for Casino Royale, which I think is a pretty good movie. I like it because they did return James Bond back to his actual being a hitman, you know, sanctioned killer.
You see, Jack, the measure of a man is in his heart and in
Last time I cared about Playboy was when Lily Cole was in French Playboy.
Just the two of us, you and me.
I didn't realize there's a
Winner
difference in
take all.
Playboys, but of course, I'm very uneducated about certain
Just
things
you and
like
me.
that, so.
How romantic.
Don't antagonize him, Jack.
Was deterministic so a stupid choice to begin with? Probably. I mean,
So
I don't.
far, an
Maybe
even
people at the
match.
time knew how to play it. I don't know, but it's a game
What
that I
should I
have
do?
no idea, never looked
Guidance
up.
from the man upstairs, Jack.
I always put my trust in the
It's
man
like
above.
games that I don't understand. Is that and okay, so he's got a good hand. So
Can
games
you
I don't
use
understand that
another
and
card,
backgammon.
Mr.
Backgammon,
Fremont?
I have no idea how to play. I've had people try to teach me. It just does not click for whatever reason.
Great spirit. Assist me.
Are you
So if
having
I remember right, I need
difficulty,
to
Mr. Fremont?
stand.
No trouble. Just waiting for some inspiration.
Seems like you've been abandoned by the man upstairs. Now,
Baccarat is
do
a
you
load of
want
nonsense.
another card,
First player to draw 9
great
wins.
spirit.
What? How does
Assist
that
me,
work?
Please.
My aunt tried to teach me backgammon. It's a very tough game. I understand it can be a complicated game, but I've just...
Do you want another card?
It's crazy. I can calculate the flight path of a 50 cal bullet to hit a target over a mile away in my head instantaneously, depending on different factors of weather, humidity, wind speeds, everything. I can do that. I can understand how we are nothing on the grand infinitesimal scale of the universe. How wide and how vast these differences are, how these crazy concepts work. I understand those things. I understand that in a multiverse that you are not an infinite resource. You are a very finite, very numerated, very low numbered being in all the worlds that can exist where life has taken off. Because you exist only a certain time frame. There is no infinite versions of you in an infinite universe, which is another concept most people understand and grasp their minds on. I can understand all that shit. I cannot understand how to play backgammon to save my life. That and geometry. Those are the two things. Put a gun up to my head, tell me to learn these two things, and like a day, just pull the fucking trigger, blow my brains out. I will never understand those two things. I can do calculus, I can do trigonometry, I can't do geometry. I can learn different games. I can play Ninja Gaiden pretty decently. I cannot play backgammon and understand it at all. They made me take geometry twice in high school, and I flunked it both times. I proved to them I could do trigonometry. I used to help my friends with their calculus homework. And they couldn't understand why I wasn't in those classes, and the reason why is I bombed out of them intentionally. Because in the United States, they have you do these tests called standardized testing to make sure that the schools are, you know, they're not grading you on this here. They're not personalized. They don't go against you in any way possible, shape, or form. We're just making sure the school is teaching you the things that you need to know, and we can see where everybody lies on a national basis. That's a bunch of bullshit. What they're doing is they're basically seeing, one, not only are those standards, but two, who is really fucking smart and not in the smart kid classes where they should be. I have an IQ of 178. I'm not lying about that. Literally have an IQ of 178 because I know how to take the IQ test. It's really stupid. Anyway, I am smart. So every single year I would take the standardized tests. Then the next year of school, I would be taken with all the other smart kids and been given another test to take, where if you scored the same or higher on that test, they would put you in the advanced, harder classes. I didn't want to be there at all. I said, fuck that. I didn't want to be in school, period. So I would intentionally take the test and score low enough to not pass, which baffled my parents for 20 years until I let them know on the secret. My mom's like, you son of a bitch. I was wondering why you had this high IQ and could do everything crazy and then would fail this one test. I'm like, that's exactly why I knew what they were doing. So, that's the fun of it there. So that's what those standardized tests do. They're trying to find that information. But they maybe take geometry twice because you'd have a math credit. I'm like, just skip me past geometry, put me in trigonometry, put me in calculus. I can do these things. I understand these things. I can prove it, and I did. No. You have to do algebra, algebra 2, and then you have to do geometry. You can't move past that here. You need that credit in order to graduate high school. Flunked it. Got a tutor. Flunked it again. Still, it does not make sense to me at all. It's like, here's the answer. Figure out the question behind it. Like, what? Doesn't make sense to my brain at all. Period. Finally, I was like, I got into a school, the last school I went to, I skipped my entire junior year because I had enough credits to skip it. So I was on my senior last year of high school. I'm like, guys, don't make me do this shit. Because they tried to put me in geometry again for the third time. I'm like, I flunked it all the times here. I don't fucking understand it. So they put me in a basic math class, which was remedial math. Multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. People were fucking these things up and failing. They could not understand these basic concepts on how to do basic math. It was an insult. I passed the class, got my credit, got the hell out of there. It was so stupid. I had an economics degree, so I got as far as variable regression, geometry. No, yeah, like I said, it's like I can do everything past it. And the big thing they kept telling me is you have to know geometry in order to do trigonometry and in order to do calculus. You don't. You do not. Calculus was invented by Isaac Newton, and the only thing you had at the time was algebra. Basically, the badass bitch move he did was he was looking up at the stars and everything there, and his friend asked him a question. I can't remember exactly what it was, and how mathematics could prove if he was right or wrong. And he told his friend, I don't know, give me a year and I'll be back and let you know. And what did he do? He went off and fucking invented calculus. He couldn't find the answers, so he invented a whole new method of mathematics to explain it, which is all valid and works, and a whole bunch of other things. People talk about Albert Einstein being the smartest man alive. Isaac Newton, by far and away, had to be the smartest motherfucker to live so far on this planet. But anyway, I've been sidetracked again. I'm playing a video game about Fox Hunt, where Andrew Bowen, the current voice-over actor of Johnny Cage in the Mortal Kombat games, goes from nerd to super spy. And it bombed horribly, and I'm talking about my stupid mathematics days and Isaac Newton. So I should probably get back to the game. Have I read The Broke Cycle?
Right here, Wolf
No, I have not. I'll have to look it up.
Strike 3, I'm out. I guess you win, Jack. A drink to celebrate your victory?
I'll take a rain check. Put it on my account.
Wow,
Chicks dig me.
he is a babe magnet.
Reading the quick synopsis of this on Wikipedia. It looks pretty cool. There's three different novels, 3 different volumes.
This is the worst day of my life.
We need to get home.
I'll definitely track this down and read it. Looks interesting. Looks really good.
Your stay is
But the invention of calculus,
plus
invention of modern money. Isaac Newton was the first governor of Bank. Really? Didn't realize that. But yeah, Isaac Newton was way too freaking smart. I've heard some different estimates. So like if they were to use an IQ test on current standards, he'd probably score around a 250 to 300, which anything past 180 becomes like unmeasurable anyway. They know like the scale can go reliably. The old scale, they've changed the IQ test from what it used to be, because I know that my score I had 178 is not what it is now, because they've redone it. I mean, they constantly change it anyway, which is kind of funny, but Yeah, I would have to look up to see what the change equivalent would be, but the old scale, Isaac Newton would have been around a 250 to 300 range. It checks out, really. I mean, some of his stuff didn't hold, but based upon the evidence he had at the time, was a really good idea and guess for a couple different things about light refraction and so forth. He was slightly off on, but for a lot of stuff, he was just way ahead of the curve. Used to be on the 50-pound note. Cool. Rank is effective. I remember getting to this part going, oh my god, did the game just kill me right here? No. I'm fine. But we have reached the end of disc 2. We're on disc 3, baby. End of disc. So we're on to... So XIO is the one that I used to get to disc 2. It's now telling me to use this as well for disc 3. Okay, whatever. Interesting. So while I work on this here and saving the game and switching to disc 3, which is where the game becomes this really kind of interesting fighting simulator almost. If you want to watch the movie that this game was later turned into as a desperate attempt by Capcom to recuperate some of their lost money when it bombed horribly, check that out. That is a 4K version that I stitched together with 2 other YouTubers, their sources. They had 2 different versions of the Fox Hunt movie in English, which I had never seen. I'd only seen part of it, but never the full complete set. I took the audio from another source I had and stitched them together, upscaled up to 4K. So if you watch GameSack, he actually he reviewed Fox Hunt about, I'd say a month ago, I want to say. And he actually included some of the footage from my 4K version I uploaded to YouTube. It's also on archive.org as well, because I just wanted to put it out there and get it restored. I'm still hoping that somebody will come forward with the actual legitimate English version of it. Yeah, because I have the Italian version. It was straight off. But then I was searching around YouTube and I found some guy who had half of it in English. Or like it was like it's the other half that I didn't have in English, because I had half of it in English and I had the full version in Italian. So I took the 2 different sources I had, like the higher quality, and then rammed them together and stitched it all together with the full English audio, and merged them up together to make my version there, to basically just get it put out into the world and have it be archived, just so that way it exists, because it has not existed as far as I've ever seen. So that's why I did it, just to make sure we have everything preserved in some way or fashion. I would love it for someone to come forward and say, yeah, I have the full English version, make a proper 4K dump of it there, or any type of dump period, just to make sure it is preserved as well. Because my version is a stitch between a couple different sources to make it work. It's kind of like how some people are making the despecialized versions of Star Wars, where they're restoring it to what you originally saw back in the day before 1997 happened, and George Lucas just went batshit insane and kept changing Star Wars repeatedly. Like that, where they're basically like, we have audio sources from some 35mm version we found of a film print, and then we have an 8mm Italian version we took this one scene from, and just take it all stitched together to make this one restored high definition original version. Kind of like that, but with a movie that has Gary Coldman added in with extra scenes, and they made Jack look, seriously, the only way you can say it is autistic. Yeah, he is fully regressed in that movie. They just, I don't know what they were thinking. But anyway, but what's cool about the movie, as I've shown off before, is that Disc 4 has a lot of content that did not make it, or Disc 3, I should say, has a lot of content that did not make it onto it, would have been in Disc 4. A couple other shooting scenes, other fighting scenes, which had, I think it's, I'm trying to remember the guy's name. He was a fight choreographer. He was in there as well. He played a guy who pops up with fans. He does a kung fu and everything else like that. It's really cool, but it's all in the movie version. So let's just switch this off here. So check it out sometime. What is it? Reptile Media. They do a podcast about obscure different shows from the 80s and 90s and so forth that a lot of people have forgotten about. They follow me on Twitter, which is really funny. It's not Dan Santo. I'm trying to remember who it is off the top of my head. I have it on, I'm pretty sure I have it credited there on the movie page. Let me take a look real quick on in my description section. James Liu, that's the name. I wasn't sure if I was right. James Liu is Kung Fu Liu. He's cut from the game but restored here in the movie. Louis Arquette as the wolf. Timothy Bottoms as Frank. Gary Coleman as Murray Lipschitz. Rob Lowe as Essen Pettibone. George Lazenby, one-time James Bond, as Chauncey. Rabbi Lamorte as Lisa Gilroy, not sure. And Andrew Bowen as Jack Fremont. But yeah, so he's got a full fight scene and everything that would have been put on the disc. There's a couple different shootouts. Kung Fu Liu is, if I remember right, is how he was credited on IMDb. The movie actually has a credit, like an IMDb credit for it, which is wild, but it exists. So I had to go hunting and find up a couple of different sources and different things for it. So here we go. But Reptile Media has said before, like, oh, we want to go through and review the movie version of Fox Hunt, and I was warning them. I'm like, I don't think you really want to do this. This is for hardcore fans of the game, of which there are dozens of us, literally dozens of us, to use the old Arrested Development meme. It's not far off. It's like, you got to be a hardcore fan. Even I'm like, it's torture to sit through that movie. But yet I watched it like 6 times to make sure everything encoded correctly and it was working right. But it's a hard movie to sit for. But it's also at the same time fascinating to see what would have gone into the game had it been everything in place. Had they done a 4 discs, because every single disc is crammed. It is like maxed out on space. There's a cut scene that's actually, it's funny. You can't get it in the game so far as I've seen, but there's one reference where you're supposed to make a decision here when you're tied up and the bad guy says, come on, we don't have all day, you're wasting time. And then Jack turns and looks at the camera and says, we're also wasting valuable disk space. It's like, true. It's like, haha, it's funny. It's a good joke. Should have been in, but it's there taking up space on the disc, as well as some green screen footage of the end when you're in the tunnel trying to shoot the bad guy down. But they filled up everything. Would have been a lot longer, more fight scenes, a couple different shootouts on top of it. It was very long. Anyway, let's get on to disc 3, the last one. Restore from disc 2. Yes. Let's do it. So I really want to get the PC version running. Try it on simulation mode, see if you can get to those things that they're on the disc, but you can't get the past 2. It's kind of like the old Choose Your Own Adventure novels back in the day. Choose Your Own Adventure books. You'd have things that you just could not get to.
You never did know the score, Jack. We're the good guys.
Excuse me if I'm a little fuzzy on this good-bad thing.
Jack, it's the Russians that are trying to stop all this.
No, we're not.
We're not.
No, we're not.
We're not.
Whoops.
You punch like a girl, Francis.
And Once again, if you did not do the fakey shaky or learn how to see how to do that at disc 1, you die instantly right here.
Left toe, big foot, shake my legs, and...
Frank walks in and just shoots you in the head. You're like, oh crap, and he just laughs and bang. Alright, now we got the Alan and Alan fight. This is kind of interesting. We'll see how this goes. Some of the later fights I can kind of cheese it out. Like when you have the 3-versus-1 fight, as long as you're usually jamming on one of the buttons as fast as you can, you'll usually land your attacks. But with the Alan and Alan fight, it can sometimes not go well, and just everything you do just go wrong. So we'll see what happens. We got the save point. Let's go.
Hey guys, what's up? Filling out your men's applications?
Looks like you're the dummy, Fremont. You got us the final disc.
Final disc with the launch code. If you guys are
By the
so
way,
smart,
Mensa
why
costs
didn't I
money to be a member of, which is why I'm not a member, and it gets you nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Huh?
There's no point to it. Just other than saying you have a card that you're smart, you have an IQ over 150, and you paid someone money to have that card, which kind of says you're dumb in my opinion.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm so scared.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, so you're a card-carrying member of Mensa, literally, but you're paying money to say that. It gets you no benefits. Why? Because I had people ask me that occasionally throughout the years. I'm like, that's why it's kind of dumb. It's why I usually try not to tell people what my IQ is, because it's, as my girlfriend says, and she means it in the most endearing way, I'm the smartest dumb man she's ever met. And she's right in so many different ways. She really is. It's like, I would do completely dumb shit, but it's like, at the same time, I can do incredibly smart things. Yeah, this is not going well. I love that one, though. Just throw kick is so vicious. Okay, so he's down. Jesus. Okay, other Frank should be back up. Yep. Or... No, Alan, not Frank. Hey, cool, actually let me win. I'm surprised. I was expecting to die here. I was like, I'm not doing a lot of damage to anyone. Game thought I was cool, I guess.
Albert, Einstein.
It's right after the next scene.
Repeating me.
When you win the 3-on-1 fight, I think that's where it's at. You get arrested and then put in jail, and Chauncey has to bust you out of jail. And then you go back in, then you finish some other fights that come up. It's kind of this weird interlude. Or it's right here. No, it's right here, I think, is where you get arrested. Yeah. Then you get out, then you're back here trying to figure out where everything is going. So they have you getting arrested and the part where Chauncey busts you out of jail in the movie.
Portable CD-ROM reader. Hacked into the government files and saw the schematic on that baby. How'd a loser like you get a hold of this thing?
Well, I'm a spy. You know, my pathetic life is just a cover.
So, where's the fancy cars? The beautiful women?
No car, Lost the woman somewhere and guaranteed our own nuclear destruction.
Bummer. Hey, is this CD your clue?
Yeah, it's over.
Ladies, our secret weapon has arrived.
How you doing, Coach? Not quite. I think they decoded something and crossing the X and the Y pins.
Oh my god, it's like the movie Contact. Based on the book Contact. I think it's called Contact. I don't know. I never read the book.
So, Humunga Corp hired you to throw us off the trail.
Gadfly and Goodfoot. Bad acting, bad wardrobe, and bad luck for you. There is a fourth disc. Try Ambassador Hotel, Wilshire Boulevard.
There's the fourth disc, but not in this game.
You got a car, Freddy?
Yeah. Oops.
You keep the XBT 5000. I'll get a ride.
Now they're friends.
Wait. Right here.
Well, Mr. Fremont, thank you very much for handing over final disc.
What's with all this?
The New World Order will be based on software. Planes, tanks, missiles, all are obsolete. Ideas, entertainment is where the real
I love this guy goes into a really heavy Scottish accent at one point.
Where will the world get the entertainment and software that it craves?
I'm pretty sure you'll notice where it happens.
Engineers, software designers, writers, actors, directors, all are starving. In a few moments, all will be thriving. For who
Here we go.
rules with ideas rules the world.
Easy there, Scrooge
Where?
McDuck.
My country, of course.
It'll never work.
It already has.
And not even a good Scottish accent.
The world's modems are hooked to this building. Soon, the world will experience its most bizarre and horrible nuclear accident yet. A lone missile will be launched from
Worse than
Russia by
Chernobyl?
mistake.
I guess not really,
And
but
30 minutes later, all telecommunications will be switched from the United States to Moscow.
the Queen is up.
Okay, it'll work. Why are you telling me this?
It's customary in American entertainment for bad guy to tell good guy what he's doing just before he kills him.
You forgot. The good guy always wins.
Not this time.
Oh, that's such a bad guy.
Bad guy.
Alright, so here's where I need to save. Wasn't that the one in Brazil where some guy was like looting around stuff and he found, gosh, was it cesium or something like that? He found something like really bad that you should not have, and just like put it in his pocket and like lost his ass and like literally lost his ass. It was something like that, or I'm not sure if that's the exact one there for it, but then it also had like a whole bunch of different glittery type sand, and some kids were playing with it, and I remember reading about it going, oh my god, please make this stop. It just kept, it just kept getting worse and worse as I was reading about it, like, oh dear god, make it stop. Yeah, I see people like, tell people, yeah, the guy lost his ass. Literally, he lost his entire right glute. Pretty sure he had his leg amputated, but yeah, it's pretty brutal. All right, restore game. Continue. Here we go. All right, so here's the 3-on-1 fight. The guy with the staff has like one of the best kills in this game. The most brutal. He just basically hacks it right into your crotch. Okay, so jamming right on the attack button will work on this. Kicks are the way to go. I need to switch up to somebody else. Okay, he's down. Wrestler dude. Don't even give him the chance. So literally in this part here, you just press the button as fast as you can. And next up we have what I call Captain Caveman. Should be down. Yep, Captain Caveman. This guy sucks. I don't think it's even explained in the movie where these guys came from. I think they're supposed to be just... Oh, that's right. The movie actually has some reason... The bad guy was able to, like, project and create bad guys here. Just summon them. Like, morphs them into being, which is how you fight James Liu. Okay, he was not back up yet. Bad move. Walk it off, Jack. Okay, this guy suddenly is not taking kicks anymore. Punches. Captain Caveman's still down. This fight's going on a very long time. Okay, there we go.
Nice going, Jack.
Where the hell have you been?
I've been keeping an eye on you, old boy.
You mean you could have killed all those guys?
Yes. Duck.
Okay, Mr. Super Spy with all the answers. Where's Lisa?
The last I heard, she was in the retro room.
What, Walter, PPK? PP7? PP? Why are those people dead? Maybe I shot them. I also love that this entire arcade is filled with nothing but Capcom arcade machines. Street Fighter. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, technically. This is one on emulation where you can really crank it up to like 16-time resolution and make out a little bit easier what a lot of these ones are. Continue. Here we go. Yeah, X-Men versus... No, it's X-Men Children of the Atom. It's actually what's on another one of these machines. And apparently you were also supposed to be able to play this game as well. Like, there was a small little Fox Hunt arcade machine type sequence in this.
Cool graphics. Stone Age.
Congratulations to whomever. You are now able to stop the launch.
Oh, you crafty
All
son
you
of-
need me to do is to verify my DNA on the screen. Have a nice day.
DNA verification required. DNA. Final ignition sequence commenced. Final ignition sequence commenced. Final ignition.
Hey, Jack! You looking for someone? Huh, Jack? Actually, I'm
Such a classic song. I love this.
Street Fighter. I'm just waiting for Jean-Claude.
Jean-Claude? Oh, man, this guy...
Jean-Claude Van Damme, as seen in Street Fighter, the movie, the arcade game.
He's a world champion!
And the movie where he did a lot of cocaine and banged Kylie Minogue. Good on him. Not for his marriage. Good on him.
Yeah,
that electrical current, man. It's gonna go through these walls.
It's not the volts, but the amps that will.
All right, now we're gonna play for keeps.
This should be one you jam on punches, and you're good. Yep.
You're hitting me too fast!
Yeah, it's funny how many fights you can cheese on the final disc.
Now for Fast Fremont's five-fingered finale.
Hey. 1, 2. That 1, 2.
3, 4, 5.
Hey, Francis.
I know.
I don't have a date. Do you want to dance with me? I love your hair. I do. I love your hair.
Oh, nice going, Jack.
Nice going, Jack.
No more talking.
No more talking.
Final ignition sequence commenced.
Oh, I'm alive. Oh, thank God. Oh, my. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I broke a nail. I could just die.
Like, it's obviously a woman's hand.
Launch in 7.
Oh,
6,
this game's fun.
5, 4, 3, 2.
The sweat meter.
Scan.
I don't know, I've never really noticed it until right now. Sweat meter.
Congratulations. Launch aborted. The scan indicates a standard deviation of 1094. Hello, Lisa. I know this is difficult to understand, but I wanted credit for all my shows. So I came up with this obviously flawed scheme to get my money. I am sorry for all the years I have missed.
I just noticed right now that you put in a Last Action Hero quote. It looks to be a Last Action Hero quote. Another movie that was misunderstood by critics and some people to this day. They didn't realize that it was a parody. I don't know how you could miss that it's a parody, like calling out all these movies.
I can't believe that I care that you might be dead.
Why would you be dead?
Since I care less about you.
Never explained.
Children, it's time for dinner. Let us now partake of the fruits of our labors.
Papa, why can't we have a TV? And why don't we have a mother?
Father, I want to drop a bored out 427. Who was the woman on that show?
Denitra Jackson.
Well, she's clearly dead. I'm gonna let her be here. Along with everybody else, mysteriously.
After all these years,
I finally get my chance. This never happened to the other fella.
Not so fast, wolf guy.
you're out of bullets. I counted your shots.
I picked up an extra one along the way.
Huh?
Mine's bigger than yours.
Must be the weather.
Right, here we go. On to the final segment. And another broken record thing I always say whenever I stream this game is that this one took a little bit for me to figure out how to get past, because every single action in this game has been a single press. One button, one result. you have to do 2 presses to get a result in certain areas, like pressing up to dodge and then immediately pressing the fire button to shoot upon landing. Because if you don't do it, then it doesn't work and then you just end up dying. There's no hints or anywhere else in the game where this comes up or is a thing or it teaches you that or you can figure it out. It's only in this final segment. So if you get up to this point and you keep doing that, just remember when you have somebody behind you, you're going to have to press up and then gunfire, and that's going to swoop you up and shoot and then get out of the way.
This thing work? Frankly, I haven't got the slightest idea. Hey, why don't you just let him go?
You kidding me? That guy alone tried to kill me over a dozen times.
Why would you let him go? Behind us? Not yet. Good. I still haven't made a determination of like what causes like left or right different colored tunnels, things of that nature. Pretty sure I got somebody on my tail now. Still don't. Shit. Okay, now I do. It wouldn't... Oh, that's right. I have to hit up. I was trying to press left. You have to hit up to spin. If I remember right. So we're going to try that again. Trying to remember what it is to spin around. So down will look backwards. Yeah, so up will spin. There we go. And dodged. Can't shake this guy off my tail. I haven't seen the fox show up either. Good God. Yeah, this guy is not getting off my ass. Usually like 1 or 2 like different variants turns here and then it will just... He'll disappear. Like he'll be in front of you instead. Alright, fuck this. Just restore game. Try it again. I don't know why this guy is so hardcore up my ass. So usually if you get him on there like 1 or 2 turns, we'll throw him off in front of you, then you can shoot him and then keep going. It's crazy.
Thing.
behind me. Shoot the gun. That's a bad guy. This random henchman. Check behind me. There's the wolf. Okay, interesting. Spin. Right turn. Still in my ass and upside down. Okay. Get off my ass! Shit fucked it up. Got him. Okay, crazy. I thought I hit the wrong input all of a sudden. I guess I got it. We win.
It's all yours. The name is Jack. Jack Fremont.
Did he say yak?
Did he say yak?
Jack, I've received an offer from my superiors. If you're ever seeking employment...
If I live, let's talk.
That's the cop who arrested you earlier.
Let that guy go. He's killed over 100 people, destroyed over 15. You're kidding, right? A license to kill.
Ooh, sexual assault of a police officer. Now you're arrested.
I'm gonna get you, Fremont, if it's the last thing I do.
Have fun in prison. Your dance card is gonna be full.
See, does Lisa live or die?
How is she?
No, she's alive.
You crafty son.
She can't die in some of these endings.
World safe for humanities. Bad guys caught or dead. Pretty much the usual.
Nice work.
Thanks.
So, what about me?
I don't know. I can't wait to find out. Shall we?
All right.
And she's got a Ferrari on top of it. Very nice. As he goes peeling out at 10 kilometers an hour. It's something. It's, yeah, maybe. It sounds right. Or maybe a 355. I'm not sure. I don't know either. I just know certain cars are Ferraris and whatnot, and that's it.
Not enough papaya.
I actually got to drive my fantasy car that I always wanted to have as a kid. Still think it'd be cool. Lamborghini Countach. 80s model.
Hello, Jack.
It's got the rear spoiler, looks really iconic, and then I got to drive the thing, and oh my god.
Jack, it's the president.
That is a horrible car. It is not insulated from sound. It is uncomfortable. There's no glove box, which is really weird. So you can't put your ID or anything. Yeah, I think it might have been Miami Vice as well.
Jack, forget something? No one expects the marauding Avenger, 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 Avenger.
Life is an adventure, made for an adventure, made just for the boy who can grow up strong and become a man. Nothing will.
Look, there should have been credits here or something.
You will do what you want to. Lasting loves and hopes and dreams. Action will supply the means. Living for something, forgiving nothing.
Dream car was a Viper GTS thanks to Gran Turismo. I actually got to drive one of those when I was up in North Dakota many years ago. It is like super easy to peel out in first gear. It was insanely easy to do because that car had so much torque behind it. It was like, oh my god. It's like you're just trying to drive normally and just spin your wheels. I'm like, holy shit. It was cool though. It was neat. But yeah, Lamborghini Countach was just, it's not a comfortable car. It's very loud, and the features later got refined through other versions, but it just looks so freaking cool. Congratulations. Game over. Hit any key to continue. And here we are back at this lovely, lovely screen where you can see what my entire inventory is. Alright, so originally I was thinking, let's go through and play another FMV game like Double Switch. But right now I have the Retro Tank hooked up. So, hooked to the PlayStation. That's a pain in the butt to get the PC feed back up and working and take some time. Let's see what else I have on PlayStation to play. Actual physical discs. Let me take a look at my shelf. Very good. All right. Let's switch this out. So that was Fox Hunt, everybody. Congratulations. You have sat through one of the most amazing FMV games to ever come out and bomb horrifically, because it was just the right game, questionably, at the wrong time, super questionably. But as mentioned before, if anyone's lurking or watching, if you want to check out the movie that Capcom made with the footage stitched together in a desperate attempt to reclaim some of their money and still failed by releasing it into the European VHS market, there's an English version. Alright, so let's turn off the PlayStation, turn it back on for a moment, just to get something on the screen. Update the stream game. I think we'll play this for a little bit. A lot of Japanese games. I'm not using my modded version because I have like a little plug mod because I have a PlayStation version that has a serial port on the back. So before mod chips, mod chips were a thing, but they had one you didn't have to, solder your system or put a mod chip in. It just went through the expansion port, which Sony then found out about and then removed it out. I'm not even sure why it was there to begin with. So my PlayStation ones take those. Allows you to play backups in foreign games. I'm not using that model right now, however, so I'm very limited on what I can play. I was thinking R4 is a lot of fun, but I've done that before. Let's do a classic type of fighting game. One you don't see maybe too often, but Let me update the stream title information. Let's see, doing this in OBS is a little bit different. Stream information, here we go. We're gonna get some Bushido Blade action going. Oh yeah. So speaking of Japanese and samurai and things that nobody really mentioned, and I'm just thinking of it right now and saying mentioning, Shogun is being remade. Shogun is one of my favorite books of all times by writer James Clavell. Read it first time when I was 5 years old. It is a book that is 1,300 pages in length, and when you get to the end, it just feels, we have to do the full BIOS warm up. When you get to the end, it feels like the rug got pulled out underneath you just because it ends. It feels like a book that could just going forever and ever and ever and ever. And it stops finally. You're like, oh my God, why are we stopping here? And you realize you've read this 1,300 page monster of a book. You read it, didn't read it, but you played the DOS text editor. I remember finding that in the late 90s going, oh my God, they turned this into a game. And I remember he starts off on the ship where you're in the middle of the storm and everybody's sick, the captain's dying. And like I'm trying to like heal him up or do the things I remember from the book, and I keep crashing and dying because the first thing you have to do is run up and grab control of the wheel and turn it so you don't crash on the rocks. I'm like, oh shit. But yeah, that was an interesting thing. But the book is really good. They did a 80s miniseries with Richard Chamberlain in it. It's a 10-hour miniseries. I recommend that version because it's actually pretty close to the book. It's kind of surprising. But FX is making a newer version of Shogun that's coming out in 3 days. And I don't know about that, to be honest, at all. Because I've seen people say like, oh, it looks just like I remember this part from the book. And I'm watching these things and I'm thinking, no, I don't remember this at all. Not even close. And then I hear people, and I see other quotes as well. Wow, we're really sticking, and this is from production shit. We're maintaining historical accuracy, just like the book. The book was historical fiction. It was kind of like, it did take people who existed at that time frame and things that did happen to them, change their name, change their motivations, change a lot of stuff here. It's very historical fiction for 1604, 1600s. But they're pushing it like this all happened and it's historically accurate and everything. It's not. But it's a fun, good story. I recommend everybody read the book. Watch the 80s miniseries. I'm going to still watch the new one when it comes out in a couple days. But I don't know. Oh, really? That's crazy. I didn't know that. Shit, I learned something today. I remember he did another book after I read Shogun. My mom was like, try reading this book. It's called Whirlwind. It takes place in Iran in 79, if I remember right. It's been many years. I barely remember it. Same thing with, what was it? Golden House? It's not Golden House or something, but you had to find two ends of a medallion, kind of like the Dragon Balls, and then you can get whatever wish you wanted. And people are all fighting and vying for it. I can't remember. I've read these books as a kid. I can barely remember. I just remember that they were books. I remember Whirlwind was another book that you read, and it seemed like the events happened over 2 to 3 days. Noble House, thank you. I'm thinking Golden House. I'm like, that's not right. Noble House. Can't remember how that book ends. But Whirlwind, it feels like you read the book, it feels like everything happens in 2 to 3 days, and then you find out it's 2 to 3 months. You're like, what? Excuse me? But yeah, Noble House, I remember everyone was vying to get those two sides of a medallion to get whatever wish you wanted, and I don't remember how it ends. I should probably reread it one of these days. But anyway, enough of me talking on a blue screen. Let's get to some more PS1 action, maybe. Just for a little bit. Never interrupt the BIOS. I've said it before, I'm saying it again. I will pay a lot of money to get that startup sound on my PS5. Sony, pay attention. We were playing this at a sleepover at my friend's house in high school. There was a bunch of us over, like 8 or 9 of us, just crashed out in his basement. And we were playing Resident Evil and everything else, these long games overnight while people were sleeping. And then at some point, probably around, I mean, we were young and stupid in high school and shit, so we stayed up for like 2 or 3 days straight, just the entire weekend over there at this guy's house. And I swear to God, we played this game maybe a good 7 or 8 hours, just switching controllers and just winner stay on, just kicking butt and having fun. Another semi-historical novel by a prolific writer I've been meaning to read is Fist of God, Frederick Forsyth, about Jared Bull's Iraq supergun. What? That one I've not heard of. Oh, Project Babylon. Okay, yeah, that I've heard of. I was like, what was this? What? Yeah, I was like, Saddam Hussein was like trying to make like some kind of space gun, and didn't really have a space, space program or anything like that. It was kind of crazy, but. I remember weighed like some ridiculous huge weight. They had like the barrel of it and all these crazy different things they wanted to do, and it just never came to be, and people got assassinated over it. It just kind of took on its life for a whole bunch of different ways here. All right. Let's start up the game. Play a little bit. Haven't played this game in quite some time. I'm bound to be terrible. I'm probably going to get the bad ending for killing somebody the wrong way. Yeah, obviously you can turn it black and white or not. Or Bushido Blade 2 also had a black and white option. Link mode. You could link. Oh, that's what the expansion port was for. I couldn't remember what it was there for a second ago, but you could link up certain games together, which I never saw anyone do. Oh, that's some funky dithering. Nodachi. I really want Nodachi. I think that'd be cool to own. I don't think this is possibly rendered right on the 5X. I might have to change it up. Let's see. We'll get into a game, and no, it looks like it's fine here. Okay. So it looked like the top was cut off. And this is looking top to bottom fine, so let's see what happens. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's okay here. So this is what I love about the RetroTink 5X is that you can add in some really cool, awesome looking scan lines as long as you're not streaming. Because on an actual TV, a lot of this looks really good, like blending everything together. It's like, wow, this looks actually really good right here, just about the Consumer One. However, when you stream, it looks like shit. I would love to find out a way how to use scan lines in streaming, because there's certain games that could look really well. And I swear I've seen 1 or 2 different streamers use scan lines before on a stream, and it looked good. And I have no idea what they did. But I really also want to get the 4K. Well, I'm dead from a broken stab right to the neck. Apparently caused me to bleed out. But I want to get one of the 4K RetroTink 4Ks to come out. So I'm using the 5X right now, which is really great. 4K, a lot of money. It's $750 US, and should be producing that pretty soon. I know Mike was missing the skirt screws. They need to hold it onto the board, and just got those back. So hopefully pretty soon. But I also just bought a OLED 4K television, which should be here Wednesday. So really want the 4K. Okay, so overhead swings. I remember we also had position changes. Yes. L1. You can throw things. There's also a way to jump. I think it's... Nope. Stop it, dude. No! Why are you being so angry? Okay, so it's L2, then L1. You gotta do it in quick succession, that will jump. Okay, let's get out of here. How? Game? Is there button presses I can get out here? No. Hello? Let me get out, please. I got the reset. Okay, so I did like the L1, R1 start select, and apparently that works. Why are we all dressed so stupidly? I don't know. But I'm a pirate. Yar. As you wish. I just grab a broken rapier by the blade. I know that part of the sword is actually dull, but still.
The Meikyokan Dojo of the Narukagami Shinto School is really a secret society of assassins called Kage.
Oh shit, I'm talking about it publicly, aren't I?
Who knew that was sworn to secrecy and not allowed to leave the compound. But one person broke the code of silence and escaped
with a poorly rendered weapon
of a deserted castle in search of the only way out through the castle tower.
How does the castle tower get you out if you're climbing to the top? I don't think they thought this through.
武士道には古来忠義なる絶対の心得がある。しかし主君が道を外したときいかにする。忠義を捨てるのもまた武士道か。拙者参る。
それではお覚悟。はい。はい。
Oh, okay. I just remember how they don't actually do anything. Really? I died from Achilles tendon cut. Oh, hit me right above the knee. Okay, that's better looking. Now, I remember about this game is that when you keep progressing through the story mode, and you keep taking damage, your character gets more and more bandaged up. I thought that was pretty cool.
女性は切りた
Well, I
くな
took
い
a blow to the leg. My head is bandaged up. Okay. Also remember too is you can run away from these fights as well. You can literally run from everybody and get to the like we jump into a hole and then you're forced to do that one fight in the cave. Oh, cunning strategy. I'll break through it. If I see anyone move like that fast in reality where they have a green afterglow behind their blade, I'm just gonna quit. Like, you know, my bad. I fucked around. I found out. I'm done. You're good. We're good. Or maybe it's yellow. I don't know. I'm colorblind. I just know my legs start shaking and moving and quaking. On the replay, at least.
よい、それも運命じゃ。うつせみ殿。尊敬つかまつっておりました。
Can I have your stuff? No. I'm going to jinx things by saying I've been streaming for 3.5 hours.
Tina?
Using my secret sauce techniques for stream quality. And not dropped a frame or had no load, which has been a problem. Ow. So I figured out something else I could try. Wow, I just noticed like the game audio was really peaking. My bad. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was saying here is that I've been streaming for 3.5 hours and not had an encoder overload, which has been a problem for whatever reason, because I've been using some custom settings to get really high quality. But then for no reason, like after about an hour or so, like 50 minutes to an hour, I get encoder overload, couldn't figure it out. So one of the things you always see is if you have a buffer for your settings, for your stream, like you can turn on use custom buffer size. A lot of times the buffer size, they say just use double whatever your bitrate is. Go higher, because if the more room you have for the X264 encoder to buffer and use, apparently that's going to prevent it. Because I mean, it's not going to change the quality going out to you guys at all. It's just having more room for the thing to buffer itself. So I tripled that, and it's been rock solid the entire time. So that's giving me some real good confidence. There've been some back-end changes on Twitch. For example, I can't get transcodes anymore. Some crunchy audio. But yeah, I can't get transcodes anymore. Twitch is like, oh no, it's always been like this. No, I can't get them, period. They're stopping because they're doing back-end changes. Another thing you could also do before was for X264, start your stream on high or fast or very fast, and then as soon as it starts, you can drop it down to slow or very slow, and it wouldn't hog up all your CPU bandwidth. But however, when you do that now, as of yesterday, the problem is that it automatically will keep you locked at those shitty settings. You should be out of bullets, dude. Motherfucker. As soon as I hit the button to kill him. This guy like running out of bullets in like 6 shots. It looks like it's got a Mauser, so maybe it's 10. But anyway, yeah, so if you start now on shitty settings on X264, it locks you into it. Because if you drop it down to like slow or very slow, it just doesn't matter. Your quality still sucks. Don't remember how to run. Okay, it's R1. Dude, stop running. Dude, where are you going? It's hard to describe, but there is like a half-second delay when you let go of running where you just keep sprinting around in whatever circle direction you were going. And you can't kill him from the back because that's dishonorable. I usually don't play with the rapier, and I'm trying to remember why, because it's very straightforward and non-slashing type. I can't skip the replay. There we go. Thank you. It's like, please let me. I know I suck, but come on. Now I just feel disrespected. More than usual. Ow, my arm! You dick. Good, die. That better not count as a back attack.
知らない顔だな。半崎。半崎？やはり彼の命令か。いやいやね、俺が出てくるとはな。I recorded this line through a pillow. And he doesn't have that feel like Shenmue where they recorded the lines over telephone because Sega demanded it. Hey, would you like me to actually go to a recording studio or anything else here, or go to Japan and record these lines? No, do it through the phone. We don't care if telecoms at the time really suck and it sounds muffled and terrible. We're gonna do it anyway. I was just so entranced by that move, I didn't even move. So we were at the beach. Why didn't I just get out that way? Just take a boat there. It's like, no, go back and land. Go back to the castle. Yarikiren. Nakama no chi o sutta omae no buki wa yogore kitte oru no. Sore de washi o taoseru no ka? Yeah, I will. Shadow Blade 2. I remember the bad guy kept teleporting. As soon as you landed a fatal blow, he would teleport away from you. So you had to consecutively land repeated killing blows, because it's the shorter. Every time he teleported, it'd be shorter away. It would be not as far back, so it'd be closer, 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 and then you could finally just kill him. And I remember hating that a lot.
拙者ブラックロータスは武士としてこの10年生きて参った。それがこのような結末を迎えようとは。だがこれも拙者が授かった定め。
Freedom, so I must die. I don't have a second, so this is gonna really hurt.
This is the Bushido.
I don't think you did it right. You didn't cut all the way across. You didn't let all your guts fall out on the ground. You didn't have a second cut your head off. You fell over. I'm pretty sure you didn't even stab yourself. You're just like, he's laying on the ground. Let the camera go to credits. Are we good? He just gets up and runs away real fast. That's my theory. Why does this sound like softcore porn music? Yes, I know what that sounds like. Once upon a time, I worked in a porn store, an adult bookstore they called it, when I was underage, building their webpage and their site. Became the coolest kid in high school for some weird reason. But they actually had a soft porn section, and it cracked me up. It's like, dude, you're in the full porn store with everything there. Adult toys, everything you can name of. Hardcore action. And you're going for the things where it's softcore. Why is it called softcore porn? Because it doesn't get you hard, as the old joke goes. What was it Fight Club said in the movie? It's like masturbating when you could be having the best sex of your life. All right, everybody. But with that, thanks for hanging out, everyone. I do appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad I finally got to do the full playthrough of Fox Hunt because last week's effort did not end well. But of course, I do want to give a shout out to Hold Your Fire. Thank you very much for showing up again. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope, keep being awesome. Shout out to True Sinister and also Jay and anybody else who was lurking. You are all awesome and special and cool. I appreciate y'all. So I tend to stream usually around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless something goes horribly wrong like I did today. If you don't know what time that is, please type what I put into chat into Google. It will tell you what that time is wherever you are in the world. Also, keep an eye out for my Twitter account, which is Wursel555. So if it comes up like literally today, somehow got a nasty virus on my streaming laptop, which is bizarre because I don't download anything to it. If something like that happens where I have to delay the stream a little bit, you will know about it then. And also when I plan to stream or what I'll be doing. So tomorrow, I'm not sure what I will be playing, to be honest. Because next week, actually just a couple days, 5 days from now right now, is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I bought it for the PlayStation 5. I am debating whether or not I will actually play it or stream it because the demo, it's rough. The visuals on performance mode, it's nice to have 60 frames per second. But oh my god, it is so blurry, it's actually giving me eye strain headaches. It was pretty rough. I was not really a fan of it. And then you have graphical mode, which makes it 4K. It looks really awesome and cool, but then you start moving and it just looks like you're playing at 18, 20 frames maybe. It is chunky and not smooth. The graphics look great, but it's not there. So I'm kind of torn if I should wait for a PC version, which may come out in June or July, because exclusivity to PlayStation ends May 29th of this year. However, that doesn't guarantee that a PC version is coming out at that time. They could simply announce it and release it another 6 or 7 months. Who knows? So I'm kind of torn. I might try it out there. We'll have to see. I'm not sure I'll be streaming tomorrow. I might probably actually go back to Resident Evil 4 Remake, the Separate Ways DLC. I would like to get through that. Last night I was experimenting with some stuff and messing around and took way too long. So maybe I'll probably go back and play that and finish it up. We'll see. Ninja Gaiden's kind of getting played out and getting a little old and long in the tooth, even I will admit. So I want to give that a little break for a little while. But yeah, so I'd say Resident Evil 4 Remake, the DLC, Separate Ways. We'll continue on with that tomorrow. We're halfway through it, just about. I expect that then. But until that time, let's see, is there anyone streaming right now? Doesn't really look like anything going on, really. So that's fine. So no one to really raid into. Wait a minute here. Maybe, might be D44BAS. Let's see what they're doing here. It looks like it's King of Fighters 98 tournament. Yeah, we'll go over and raid onto that. See some classic fighting action. So thanks for hanging out, and hopefully I will see you all later. Just have yourself a good one. Be safe. All that good stuff. Later.